You're muted, Retro.
Still muted, bro.
We could try this again. Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the TSF Entertainment Channel. It's Retro CG on this Sunday evening, and I am in mourning right now. I feel a loss, and I'm going to try my best to get through this with you guys. We are here to talk about Power, Book 2 Ghost. It's Season 4, Episode 409, Married to the Game. Right out the gate, we got the lovely ladies from Shadeinthecity in the building. We got Teresa Nail, always friends to the channel. Welcome back, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Good. Thank you for having us, as always.
A new member to the panel, member of the family, Zoe Media in the building. What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. This is like my third live stream today, man. I'm going to sleep after this one.
Oh, you been putting that work in. I see you been putting that work in.
Yeah, I did a WNBA one and I did an NFL one. I'm going to sleep.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll try to get you out of here. As always, we got DJ Fresh, Your Highness, our brother in the building.
Yo, what up, people? What's going on?
We got DeMarcus with the super chat. Monet died during the Mary J. Blige dance, saving Cane. Rest in power, Monet, aka Red. I don't know about the Mary J. Blige dance, but she definitely went out doing
the lean with it, rock with it.
Two Gun Monet. Lean with it, rock with it is right. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. What's good, everyone? Y'all come on in, take a seat, relax. Again, rest in power to our girl Monet Red. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. All right, how did y'all rate this episode? I'm gonna start off with my 8.5.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8. And I told you why. I feel like Carter could have been gone.
Yeah, Carter needed to be gone. He should not be here with us.
Like I told you, I wasn't here for Drew pretending like we about to get back into this art. I felt like they could have got a 9 if we hadn't included that.
Look, I'm on the same page. I'm gonna give it an 8 just because of the Tariq scene at the church. If that would have played out a little better, I would have gave this episode a 10. If that would have played out a little better, because this was the best writing I've seen in like the last couple episodes.
Amen.
So I would have given it a 10.
He was in where the priest was. Carter would have been gone. It didn't make no sense to me.
Well, that's only part of the problem when it comes to Tariq. Let's talk about that warehouse scene. Let's talk about that warehouse scene. That's what dropped the rating for Tariq. The warehouse scene.
You know who I am.
He said, "I'm going for an Oscar in this joint."
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
my boy was up in there kicking empty boxes, man. My boy was up in there kicking empty boxes, man.
Throwing a tantrum. Fresh, what did you rate it?
I gave it a 6.5.
Ooh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Hard crowd.
I mean, I can tell you why once we go further on into it. I can say it was the best episode of the season, but it was just like, bro, it's too many. That's why when I Am Zoe said that the writing, I was like, okay, maybe I would love to hear his opinion on the writing for this episode, because for me, I was like, some of it didn't make a bit of sense.
I got you.
Well, we're going to get into it. As always, I guess I feel the need to have to put this disclaimer out here, but the views and opinions expressed on our panel, on our channel, are just that. Our views and opinion. If you don't like them, go find somebody else's channel.
Of the writing.
To complain about
Get daddy out your ears, get the Q-tips of the writing, not the show.
Real. Otherwise, if we didn't like the show, we wouldn't watch it. But most of our gripes and complaints are in regards to the writing and the characterization of the characters. All right. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into it. Man, I see y'all pretty much rating the episode pretty much the same. I see 7 from Cub Star, Quintessential 8, Lock Queen 7, Xavier a 10, DeMarcus a 10, Steven a 8. Okay, all right. So I guess we're kind of all on the same page. I'm sure we're probably all in line with some of the things that we got to complain about. All right, so we're gonna do this thing. All right. So the episode title description is a union that should bring the Tejadas and Noma together. couldn't appear to be further apart. Tariq and Monet are sent on a seemingly simple mission, and it's botched up. The first thing is you shouldn't have solicited Tariq's help.
That's right.
The episode kicks off with Noma. She's getting ready for her wedding day. Is she being pre-fitted at this point? Like she's being pre-fitted for her gown or something? Or because that's her wedding dress right there.
That's what she wore that's not what she wore for the wedding.
I thought it was the wedding dress that she wore.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
It don't look like what she had on for dinner.
No,
She had on a silver trench coat.
I thought that was for the dinner, Retro.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, she had on like a silver trench coat.
No, yeah, that wasn't for the
Oh, okay.
She didn't have a tie on.
She just said, I got dresses. I got money to burn. Okay.
Okay.
She got money to blow.
I figured it was for like the the wedding party photos or something.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. In other words, who cares? Cade is sitting here texting his family out, sending group texts out to his family. Like, y'all coming to my wedding? What wedding? This sham? What y'all talking about? I gotta put my good clothes on for this foolishness. What wedding? He treating this like this is truly his wedding day. Like he really get ready to get married. Monet like, yo, you see this shit right here? Cade
Exactly.
sending me a text. Somebody, am I coming to this fake ass wedding? No. So we meet cousin Janet is back in the building. Golden Brooks look good right here. She look real good right here. I like they should have had her. They should have had her looking like this when they first had her on the show, but she looked real good right here.
I thought she looked good then too. I love me some gold.
She did, but you know, it was the nose work for me. You know, it looked like she had just got it freshly done or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
no, not freshly.
She settled into it, Retro.
Yeah, she settled into it. Either way, she looked good right here. Shout out to Golden Brooks. Still working.
Why she wasn't at the wedding? I thought that's why she said she flew in.
She was there.
She was
Yeah,
there.
she was
I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was sitting next.
She was next to Drew.
Drew. Yeah, she was sitting next to Drew.
Okay.
Yep. In retrospect or hindsight, I think Little Kim should have been casted for this role.
For Janet?
Yes.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you why later on. I'm gonna tell you why later on. Don't shoot.
Can't act.
Don't shoot her. And Mary can.
That's number 2.
So they sit here having a family game of dominoes or whatever. Janet looking at them like, are y'all crazy? Like, Monet, this is your son. Drew, this is your brother. Like, y'all going to this wedding. Like, me and Bronze, that's the only reason why me and Bronze came back. So we know that they came in from Atlanta to come to the wedding or whatever. What were y'all thoughts on the first upcoming or the first few scenes that they showed us?
So whoever she said, what'd you say, Bronze or whatever his name, who the hell is that?
I guess it's her son.
That's why I wanted to clear that up because I was like, we thought she didn't have kids or she couldn't have kids or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how the relation goes. I was assuming that was her son. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cousins.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so dark.
He was one of the cousins. I just wanted to know if he was Janet's son because this whole season we've been questioning where her kids at. Does she have kids? Is that why she looks at Monet the way she does? That's the only reason I brought that up.
Yeah, I felt like it was her son too. What's up, Brillo? How you
Yeah,
doing?
they never showed them interact, so it's weird. If that
Yeah,
is
that's the point.
It is
He's never
weird.
been
I
at the
hate when
house
you
with
do
her.
that.
Because she wasn't she staying with them for like a month while when Monet got shot? So
Yeah.
Right.
what was he?
Never mentioned. Never mentioned. Is he out running the streets? I hate when they do that though, when they bring in new characters and they don't really introduce them properly to us, like how they relate to the rest of the cast.
Retro, did you see Co-Star said I could see Lil Kim as Monet? She was talking about replacing Monet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about why I think Lil Kim would have been better fitted for Janet, and Janet's role should have been written a little bit differently, but we'll get into that. Her character's purpose, I guess we said this last time that we felt like Janet's purpose was to bring maybe some peace of mind to the situation, or Monet's good conscience, maybe solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all feel like her purpose was?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because she was basically the only one telling her she was dead wrong. She gotta do right by her kids. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Drew looked like he been sleeping on a park bench in the back of that Infinity. on somebody's couch.
He doesn't
And
like he's having a hard time.
this everything, it don't help. It don't help. How you got all this money? You can't go see the barber, sir.
I don't understand. What do you call the people that do like the wardrobe and all of that? What are they called? I don't know what they called. Or whatever they called. Yeah, for the actors, they do like the wardrobe, and they actually help them create their hairstyles for the TV shows. I forgot what they're called. One of my cousins was one time.
Like a wardrobe stylist, I guess.
Yeah, but it has some, not like it has, you have your wardrobe stylist. My cousin was one. I forgot what they call them. They the ones who actually help you create your look for the show. Like, so you fit
so
the
they bring a
actual
whole bunch of clothes
visually.
and say which ones you want. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know what the idea with him this series was, but like as the series going, he just started looking more homeless and homeless. Like I don't know what the idea was.
He hasn't cared about how he looked ever since Everett died. So
And maybe not Everett, Gordo.
Oh, Gordo. I'm sorry. Right.
Maybe that's what that's.
He was looking rough for Gordo. I'm sorry. He was looking rough.
I feel the same way.
But that's a good point, though. Maybe that's what that symbolizes, because we as the audience can tell that he's progressively just looking worse. You know,
maybe that's part of the storyline.
Cane still sending out these group texts to the family.
He wants support.
Hey,
leave my boy alone. Leave my boy alone.
Drew sent a message to Diana say, we going to Kay's wedding or not? She's like, I haven't thought about it. Got a lot of things going on right now. Is it safe to say that Diana gonna flunk out at Stansfield?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, because she's going to jail.
Did they not say in this scene right here that this term paper that she was doing counted as a proportion of their grade?
Yep.
That she just got up and walked out of? Welcome in, Really B. What's up?
Hey, Really B.
What up, y'all? Did I miss the fume?
No, you ain't missed the fume. You ain't missed the fume right now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Diana and this whole school thing. Just go ahead and be a college dropout at this point. Effie gets an email. She's been admitted into Stanford University in their engineering program, so she's ready to skeet skirt up out of here. Any thoughts on this thing, guys?
She ain't gonna make it.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's not gonna make it, unfortunately.
You don't think she's gonna make it?
I hope she do. I really want her to go.
I want her to go too, but then I don't know. I don't want to see Effie go. Y'all know I like Effie, and I know that's unpopular opinion, but
I don't. But I want to see her do good.
I don't. But I want
like
to see
Effie.
I do. I don't like Effie, but I want to see her. I mean, she's growing my baby. So no, absolutely no. I don't like her.
Y'all probably gonna slay me right now, but I don't see it for Effie. I don't feel. Well, let me rephrase that. Out of all the characters, she's the most well put together, but I don't think she deserves a happy ending.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Honestly, my thing is, I play college ball, right? I thought Tariq's stipulation to get all that he was getting was like a 3.5 GPA. How does he have a 3.5 GPA? How is he even still in school? Like, he got so much going on. Like, he dropping bodies. He's got like,
we don't never see him with a
I
book.
don't understand these scenes.
He
Like,
ain't
what
never
is he
in the
studying?
library. We don't see him on no laptop. I mean,
The most work we saw Tariq doing is when he was doing Zeke's work, and that was the primary condition for him to be there at the school was he had to tutor Zeke.
Even then, remember him and Zeke got into it because he wasn't doing Zeke work.
Yeah, that's how I said that's the most work that we've seen him do is Zeke work. That's it. He ain't doing no work.
And this is what we're saying when we talk about the writing of the show.
Did you see what Cup Star said? She said, "Somebody tell I am so we don't do logic in this show."
Yeah, we don't do logic. Yo, rational at best.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Diana sitting up next to her.
She was trying to cheat for real.
Yep. I thought at one point she was just gonna cheat off his paper or whatever. She was like, I got to go.
What's in your handbag?
Tariq was like, everything okay? What's going on? This homeless, talk about homeless. Hey, who see it for Braden? Is it you, Nails, or is it you, Tree?
I ain't never seen it for Braden.
Don't do that. So can I just say that this particular episode, I was very disappointed to be a Braden supporter and fan. He was
Lord.
He had totally went off the deep end.
You get this scene, then. You get this scene.
Time for Braden. I can no longer get I can't.
You get this scene, then.
So,
Desktop. He did lose his money in the Ponzi scheme. He lost his money.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it in my notes.
Dexter, remember at the beginning of the season, he ended up taking that job to pay for school. That's why he works in the store now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One day he worked. One day.
Okay.
Maybe
so basically, we know Tariq goes back to the dorm room and he finds Braden there and he asks him what he's doing. Why you here? I thought you were supposed to be, living in La La Land with Holly 2.0. What's her name? Elle. And basically we learned that Elle, he ain't heard from her. She ghosted his behind. So he's like, oh, well, that's what you get for falling in love with everything that you tap. Because we kind of see a pattern with Braden. He really, clearly he ain't getting a lot. And the ones that he do get, he try to wife them. And you can't do that, Braden. But anyway, so he lets him know that Carter's sending him out over here to the abandoned amusement park in Staten Island and that he got to go check it out. And, Braden's like, well, I'm not going to let you go alone, bro. I got your back. I'm here for you. That's what I got from that.
So he gets that call from Carter. And we learn later on in the episode that call was set up.
I knew that from the jump.
You knew it from the jump.
I was about to say, I knew.
I didn't know it was a setup from the jump. I did.
When he said abandon, go alone and go at night, I knew it was a setup.
I knew it was a setup. As soon as he said go by yourself, I knew it was a setup.
Yeah, he did tell him to go alone and go at night. Yeah. I didn't get set up but by the time
I didn't get it till Noma.
Yeah, until the puzzle pieces started getting put together, that's when I figured out. Oh, that's the setup. Okay. Tariq told he be having some good one-liners. I ain't gonna lie. He told Braden that old girl had slutted him out. And she did too. But I'm like, you ain't no better. You done laid with everything up here at Stansfield except for Bouchard. You ain't much better.
Rick is a big old hoe.
College,
Yeah, I know it's college. I get it.
It's college, but he's still a hoe.
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he was like, why you laying up in my bed with your shoes on? Like, first of all, why are you laying in my bed, period?
Can I say that when he did that, I heard retro. Like, I feel like I heard retro. Yo, what you doing with you in my bed with your shoes on?
Exactly. We don't do that. We don't do that. I feel like Carter's character would have been much better if they would have introduced him maybe last season. If we would have had another whole season with him. I just feel like he's a good villain, but we just don't have enough time to flush all that out.
Yeah.
He's a really good villain. You're right. He's actually a really good villain.
Yeah, he's a great villain. And I think they didn't do the character justice by the short amount of time that he's on the show. Kind of like they did someone else like that too, where they were here today, gone tomorrow, here one season, gone the next season. Like, I feel like we shouldn't have more than one villain at a time. Like, between him and Noma is like more time was spent on Noma and her foolishness than it was on Carter. And we wanted to see more with the Carter character than we did with Noma. Like, we don't have our time with Noma. Like, let her go. Drew pulled up to these three randoms that we talked about last week. They still around or whatever. No idea where they hustling out of now. No idea since Cane and Noma bought the building. No earthly idea where they performing their fight night at anymore. They just there out here in the street hanging out. Drew coming to collect the money or whatever. Somehow, some way, they've gotten word that Carter has sent Tariq out to Staten Island to Vicky's abandoned amusement park. I'm like, damn, everybody in the show know.
Right, because how did y'all even know? Like,
I was trying to figure that out. I was like, how they know? Like,
Because it's not like they friends with Tariq. Ain't like Tariq told him.
Only thing I can think of is Carter was the one that told him.
Had to, because how do they even know about Tariq? They've had no interactions with Tariq, period.
That's true. That's true.
I know we picking at scabs. Let's get on past before we get a nasty comment from somebody.
Hey, I want all the smoke.
I'm about to say, I don't care about. Listen.
I don't either. I'm just being facetious.
Man, really be. We want the smoke.
You know, I'm being facetious. You know, I don't care. I'll be the one responding. Quintessential, I appreciate you last week because you was doing damage control in the comments last week. Yeah,
that's my girl. That's my girl.
That's why she's one of the mods. All right, so we get to meet Noma and her royal family. I feel like we were watching Coming to America for a minute there. We meet the brother.
Is it me or I wish we had met the brother before? Because the brother was giving it to Noma. I was here.
Yeah, he was. He was giving it to her. I said the same thing, yo. Even let Noma have it.
I was here for Big Brother. I like Shindu. Yeah, he should have been around.
Yeah, I was here for Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother was like, yo, what's up, Monet? What's good, bro? Hey, he was like, Noma, where's your in-laws? Hey, you know, he played on Luke Cage. He played the Bushmasters. Luke Cage. I liked him there too.
Oh, that's where I know him from. I knew I recognized his face. Yeah. Okay.
Metro had to point it out to me, and I was like, nah, he wasn't on. And then I was like, he sure was on Luke Cage.
Yep, he played.
Yeah, I had to remember his face, but yeah.
He played the uncle, the Jamaican Bushmasters uncle on Luke Cage. I liked him there too because he was letting Luke Cage have it. Letting Bushmaster have it too over there.
Hey. Yeah, he does.
See, that's where I was confused.
I wasn't
confused. I'm a little confused because part of me see. Well, you know what? He played the room very well because it made it almost seem like he didn't know that Noma was using their business to front for drugs. Or are y'all saying that he is a part of the? He's actually the boss. Is what you're saying?
I think he's just part of the network. I think he knows because remember, and I hate to jump scenes, but when they're in that room and she sends her daughter away and like, let me talk to your uncle, and they have that whole discussion, and he's just like, yo, let's just wipe him out. So he knows, like, he knows he's part of the whole.
I think he knows. I don't think he knows what they know. And I do think he knows. I don't think he knows what they know, but I also think I feel like he has that Tasha mentality where he's like, why are you trying to go? Like, why are you focusing so much on the legit business? Like, what is all of this? Like, I think you losing sight because you focused on trying to get American business. Like, I think he's like, I feel like he don't understand why Noma is so preoccupied with this side of the business.
Okay, so the comments are saying basically that, okay, you know what, now that you say that, I kind of think back on some of the comments that he made to Noma. Because he did at one point ask her, like, I don't understand your need for the government contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you need those for? Like, are you trying to replace the business that you lost over in Europe? And we all know why she can't go back to Europe or whatever. So, but the brother doesn't know why, but we know why.
Don't know why.
He was kind of lightweight shady on her about how many husbands she had. She's like, you get married again.
The lady said he knows.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Shout out to Monet's Bistro.
Hey, I saw that in the comments. Somebody said Monet's Bistro.
I said, wow.
They don't have no patrons over there. You know they ain't serving no food over there.
Man.
That was the most people we see at Monet's Bistro.
Right. Okay. At Monet's Bistro.
I like that. We're going to run that. Monet's Bistro. I like that. Cane is just there like, hey, you should be having some second thoughts right now, brother. You should be like, you know what? I really don't want to do this. Hey, yo, you want to run me a check to do this. Like, your whole, what are you getting out of this, Cane? Just what you already are right now is Noma's do boy. That's all you're getting out of this. You would have to give me a check.
You're partners with her.
Nah, you had to run me some stacks. You know,
but that shows how Cane wasn't ready for the game. Like Monet's been telling him, like, yo, she's using you. Like, you think you're not about to be a partner, but Cane has got it in his mind, like, yo, I'm going to show everybody that, yo, I can think too, and I can be this big boss. And I've been telling y'all since day one, she was going to have him choose between her or Monet. And
that was kind of obvious because she always tried to keep a division between them. I think it was the whole reason why
that's true. Yeah,
I think that's the reason why she kicked Monet out of the business, to create that distance between her and Cane. I feel like we also said, I don't got no receipts, so I ain't gonna say it with certainty, but I feel like we also said in previous review that we felt like Noma wasn't the boss. When we first started hearing about her talk about the brother, I think we had a conversation about that we felt like Noma really wasn't the one that was in charge. And the brother showed her ass up on this. Monet, you messy for coming over there with white on. You are not the bride.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but that does make sense. But it isn't her wedding day. But I
said the same.
She looked good though. Yeah. She looked good.
She looked good with her $40,000 gown on. She looked good.
Chris Christopherson died.
Yeah, she like, listen, nigga, I don't got your text messages and your phone calls. I'm here for your little funky ass wedding. What you want? What? We're here. And Drew, he goes straight to the bar.
That cracked me up when he went straight to the bar. Like, yeah.
I would have done the same thing. I was like, I need all the liquor y'all got for this. I bet y'all got Kettle One sitting up there though.
What up, Keywan?
Really, the Nels was right. This man really do need a shape up or something because it's not giving.
Yeah, Drew is looking rough. Like I thought it was just me.
Like if Jay,
I don't want to be.
Who was it that said he just came home? He had been institutionalized. So
nah, he looked like that before he got locked up.
Looking like that before he went in there.
Before he got locked up, he was looking like that.
I'm about to say he was looking rough before they took his ass to jail.
But you know what? Zoe made a good point about that. Zoe or somebody said on the panel that he's been looking like that ever since he's lost. You know, ever since he lost his
boyfriend.
His boyfriends, yeah. He's been progressively getting worse.
I mean, he said boyfriends with an S.
Yeah, with an S. You had 16 of them since the show.
Not boyfriends.
Yeah. Modoc, we appreciate that. Support the channel.
Sure.
Hit the like button. Listen, I already knew. I said they got messy ass Diana. Oh my god. I already knew. As soon as they mashed ass to them chairs at that table, I already knew.
Oh, once I saw it was a dinner table scene, I said, "Let's go." It automatically knew. I said, "Let's go. This is gonna be good."
I will say something though. This scene did not hit like I thought it was gonna hit. To say you got all these characters at one table, that's I'm with DJ Fresh on this one. The writing in this part right here, this act was horrible. You got all these people at this table, and the best you got out of this was go wash dishes. Like, come on, man.
There too. You would have thought something would have got blown up.
Welcome in.
Yeah,
one table.
Look, Detective Carter joined us.
That dinner scene was supposed to be epic. You ain't lying.
Ain't that something?
It was supposed to be epic.
Detective Carter, hold on, y'all. We got the fans in the building.
Who called 12 in the building?
Detective Carter said, you better get it right. You better get it right.
Watch what y'all say. You got fans in the building.
I'm crooked. I can say whatever you want to say.
Just joined the panel. What's up, Carter? How you doing today? Hey, put him on full screen, friends. Put him on full screen. I don't think one of you know that this is Detective Carter. There you go. No, them folks say no colored eyes. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all right. Trees,
all he
put that
missing is a
picture
cigarette. All he missing is that cigarette.
Please, you got the picture queued up. What a picture.
Oh, I do. But right now we paying homage to Monet. I got Monet in the background. You know.
He gone yet? Your goodness.
You already put her in the ground?
Damn.
This is a celebration of life.
That's why it's
with the chinchilla on. She got the chinchilla on.
Listen, this dinner scene should have hit different. I agree. I thought it was gonna be messy as fuck. Especially with Diana sitting at the table, I was like, "Oh Lord, what's she finna say?"
Yeah, you don't never know what you're gonna do with her ass.
You don't never know what's gonna come out of her mouth, right? So they sitting there having this awkward ass dinner. I mean, it's an awkward ass dinner. Ain't nobody talking. They ain't really got no words for each other. And finally, the brother tried to, make some conversation by saying, "Cane, I like your place," or whatever. And then that started it right there.
I was gonna say, I think Drew was worse than Diana this scene. Drew was really mouthy.
Damn on that.
Yeah, he was.
But they still had an opportunity to spray Noma, and they didn't spray her. They didn't spray her like they partially sprayed her. They didn't unload the whole clip on her. They could have
got on my nerves in this
on her when they was like when they were talking about the house when she was like, "I know Mecca." I was fully expecting Diana to pop in and say, "Oh yeah, they had a child together too." Like I fully expected that to come out of Diana's mouth. That was a lost opportunity because they could have really ran Noma from that table.
Can I just say I love Anya? I know some people don't see it.
Nah.
I love Anya. I do. She gives what needs to be gave, and I appreciate it.
She gives snotty brat.
Yeah, she's just bad. She's just bad. I don't know about her character, but she's a baddie.
She is a baddie. Maybe that's what it is.
Anya cool.
Anya.
Hey, she was Betsy too though, because she was like, "Cane, you told me you own this place." No, he doesn't. I own the place. And what she should have told Noma was, "And your ex-fiance left it to me." Actually, she left it to Zeke. He left it to Zeke, and Zeke, is Monet's whatever. And then he was like, they tried to clean it up, talking about they own a bistro in Queens. Anya was like, a bistro?
She said it's more like a dive bar.
It's more like a dive bar. She does got this.
Baby, a bistro is a stretch.
Yeah.
They even
it was a dive bar with no customers.
Look, all they gotta do is serve some appetizers and add a hookah, and they can call it a bistro.
Man, they don't have a bartender, let alone a cook.
This scene was not stressed out. Like, look at all these. Like, think about the whole build up. You got Noma's family and the Tejadas at one table. I would have enjoyed this scene if it would have been stretched out for 30 minutes. Like, they had so much to talk about in this scene, and nobody said nothing. Like, they just made funny jokes. Just talked to each other and talked about washing dishes. Like, nobody said nothing. The other scenes, I didn't even need those.
Thank you.
I should have been stretched out for 30 minutes.
I think they ain't want to expose too much of the other side anyway. And I think like when it's all in-house, of course they put all their cards on the table when it's all in-house, when it's just the Tejada family, right? So since it's both families, I think they ain't really want to expose too much of the other, show what the other hand is, what the other one is thinking because of that.
Carter
knows all the business.
Carter know,
but Carter wasn't there though. So
you, sir, you're Detective Carter.
Oh. I was not there.
I feel like maybe you might be a little bit right about that. Maybe they were trying to, spare Cane from embarrassment. Maybe they were trying to spare. There you go.
Oh, come on now.
That's wild. That is wild.
How you go?
So I just thought it'd be a problem.
Oh my God.
No, we're getting towards the end of the season. We're gonna miss this. So
Oh man.
Hey Carter, you got yoked up in this episode, didn't you? This episode.
Had Tariq planned out better, you'd have been taken out.
Yeah, Tariq.
I don't know how Tariq screwed that up. Like,
I'll tell y'all once we get to that scene.
Yeah, Tariq was gonna screw this up. Hey, Noma was so shade right here. Noma was really embarrassed when the brother sprayed her business out like Noma. On
you
what?
Said your business?
What business? What business Noma on? Like, what you talking about?
I thought he was gonna bring up the ex-husband, saying that was his business. That's what
I was waiting for.
That's what I thought he was gonna say.
They were deflecting.
I thought he was gonna bring up the ex-husband that she unalived.
He did. He kept bringing it up in subtle conversations with her. He kept bringing it up. So I almost feel like he know that Noma probably unalived him.
Yeah, but I meant like right here in this part, I thought that's what he was gonna say. Like, that's not your business. That was your ex-husband's business.
That's why she ran everybody from that table. Them folks wouldn't even finish eating yet. Them folks wouldn't even finish eating that good food yet. Nope. She was like, Anya, get the plates.
There was a lot of smoke and mirrors on this, man. That's why I say like it could have stretched out, but they ain't want to let one hand know what the other hand was doing.
Right.
So they kind of was just like deflecting left and right. Like, all right, next subject. All right.
And I feel like Drew and Diana should have came a little bit dressed better. They dressed like they were getting ready to go do work.
I was thinking the same.
Because they didn't care. Like they wasn't there because they really was gift. They didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't want to be there. Especially Drew.
Still, they look like they were getting ready to go on a mission.
Yeah, Drew the little gossip bunny. Nah, see, that's Cap too because you kicked me out. What, Drew? Shut up.
That joke was funny.
It was Kane's what is it? Bar salary for me.
Yeah, Kane's bar salary, right?
I forgot what Monet said.
Monet
She said
she was the one who brought up Mecca. She was the one who brought
That's
up
right.
Mecca and the penthouse being hers.
Yeah.
But she really ain't have much to say either. She was like, man, I ain't here for this foolishness. And Ghost refurbishes office. Now all of a sudden, Kane has an office at that. I'm telling y'all, that's Ghost and Tasha's penthouse, just redecorated. And Ghost refurbishes office. Kane and Monet have this moment. Y'all, right here in this moment, my antennas went up, and I started saying, "Oh my God, we're losing Monet or Cane in this episode." I didn't know which
one. The exact same thing. I said one of them don't make it out. I knew
one of them
in this moment right here because that whole
I thought it
was
was
about.
Cane.
I didn't realize.
I thought it was gonna be Cane too.
I didn't realize it until I watched the whole episode, but I went back and told Retro, and I was like, yeah, they were foreshadowing this whole conversation between her. They were definitely foreshadowing that one of them was going to leave.
Well, it wasn't so much a foreshadowing as much as it was a goodbye. You know what I mean? Like,
this
was
that's what it felt like.
We're going to end this on a good note. I love you. Like, when she said it, she was like, I know I don't say this often, but I really love you and I'm proud of you. He was like, what do you mean often? You never say it. Like, it was, and then even that night, I mean, not to jump ahead, but even the siblings, like they put everything aside and they were actually laughing and smiling and joking with each other. Like that whole
I felt like it was gonna be Kane's last.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be Kane.
Yep.
I thought the exact same thing. When I saw this
thing.
Kane, the way she talked to him, I was like, yeah, Kane gone. Because that's the only time we ever see any big character, they get like their feelings get expressed or somebody's feelings to them before they get unalive. So that's why I thought it was Kane. I thought it was gonna be Kane on this one.
Yeah,
me too.
And Monet still uses this as an opportunity to warn Kane, like, bruh, you sure you want to do this? Like, I get it, but like, she ain't gonna never see you as an equal, and she's not the one. Like, don't do this. And he's like, nah. He's still talking shit or whatever the case may be. But Monet has literally been trying to warn him all season about Noma. She literally has. And then, of course, old nosy Diana come in. She's like, everything okay? And then they leave to go to the bar, which, at what point, you know what? I'm not going to pick up Scabs. Not even going to pick up Scabs. The fact that they all getting along now is just last episode, Drew and Kane were at each other, but whatever.
Writing.
Yep. That is not the same outfit that she had on at the beginning of the episode.
No, you're right.
That's for the dinner. That's what she had on for the dinner. She got money flow.
She dripping. I get it. She dripping.
Oh, you know what? Retro, I think. Okay, I'll see when we get to that scene. Because I don't want to be loud and wrong.
No, you're gonna never be loud and wrong. This is our channel.
Nah, I think if I remember correctly, I think that's the dress she walks down the aisle in.
The one that she had at the beginning of the episode, I thought was the one she walked down the aisle in. This looked like 3 knocks at the door. It's a trench coat type situation she got going on right here.
3 knocks at the door.
Bathrobe she had on for Davis.
Form-fitting dress when she walked down the aisle.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I remember thinking, I was like, oh, the body is bodying.
The writing right here, I'm not seeing it either. Because Monet, you slicker than this. Monet, you smarter than this. This woman got a stash house all the way up here at an abandoned amusement park in Staten Island. And it's just waiting for you to come and collect.
Right.
You don't call nobody. You don't take nobody with you or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't even send nobody up there to get to work.
That was great.
Yo, Monet, you smarter than this. Yo.
When we get to that scene, I have a problem with that scene as well.
You didn't see set up on this? Monet like, listen, what you want? She was like, Monet, we need to talk.
Love.
She was like, "Love, we're finna be family, and I'm sorry for kicking you out of the business, but I can make it right for you.
I would like you to partake in Staten Island.
There's some goodies waiting for you in Staten Island.
Oh, that's
All
a
you have to
good
do is go
question.
and get them."
Cheerio.
That's a good question. Why did she have to go that same night? She didn't have to go that same night.
Yeah, she had the keys. She went up there anytime she wanted. Took the cans up
Well,
there.
I got a bigger question. How did they know she was even going to accept it? Like, Monet didn't bring that up. Noma didn't bring it up. Monet was like, well, how can I make it right? Monet was like, money. So, like, how did they even know that Monet was going to accept it? Monet could have been like, bitch, I don't want no part. I want my money, and you going to give me my, you know what I mean? Like, how did they even know Monet was going to,
I think,
like, that whole plan?
Well, Billy B, didn't she say, before that, she was like, I don't have loads of money, like, on hand, but what I do have is product, and I know you know how to move that.
Yep.
But it's crazy,
Right,
but no.
What I'm saying is, what if Monet had said, I don't want your product, I want my money? Like,
she could have said that. Absolutely. I get what you're saying.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Monet say that she wanted out?
Yeah.
So if you're only offering me products, and I'm telling you I want out, really, she could have just walked away.
But
yeah, because she
if
said,
I
just make
remember
sure my
correctly,
kids are good.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, I want to
happy.
make sure that my kids are good. She said, I want to make sure that their future is secure.
Which
So
means,
that's-
so if I'm giving you product, that means you're not getting out.
Well, I mean, I think from my perspective is that Noma gave her that. It's like, okay, here, you take this, you take that product, and that's it. And like, we're done. Like, you move that product, all that money you get to keep, it's all yours. That's how I looked at it. Was like, it was trying to be like this whole,
it was a peace offering.
Yeah, olive branch, as so to speak.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, in this grand plan that they had to get rid of Tariq and Monet, like, it could have easily, like, I get Tariq. Yeah. You pretty much gave Tariq no choice. But Monet, like you said, she could have went the next day. She could have went 3 days later. Like, there was no guarantee Monet was gonna go that night. Like, I don't know. To me, that was just a big hole in that plan, but whatever.
I never seen Monet move and work though. Hey, Jack, aka Carter, Monet ever paid you from that Russian hit?
Welcome to the family zone. Welcome to.
I know, right?
1 minute. What? Yeah.
The stacks from Monet yet?
I'm still waiting.
Like, that's the one thing about the writing, man. That's the one thing about the writing, man. They just move to another storyline and don't even close up the other one, and that's why it never makes sense at the end.
This whole season went past quick.
I said it from episode 1.
From episode 1 is moving kind of. Everything moved too fast.
I was like, yo, they moving way too fast.
They rushed it.
Way too fast.
That's a good.
But I feel you on that. Really be like Monet could have said no, and then what would happen to your plan?
Yeah, that was a good point, Dexter.
Who wants this scene? Who wants it?
They went. They got naked. They had strippers. Don't nobody care.
You know what's so funny? Nels wants to do it because she was like, "Did you see the little Dirk?" I said he had all of 2 lines.
That is not what I said. That is
Go
so.
ahead, Nels. Go
His
ahead.
girlfriend commented, "It's giving Denzel," is what I said.
Who said that?
His girl.
What?
She whatever she's smoking, she need to put that down.
Exactly.
In her hand, okay. She was giving support to me. Anyways, so it's Kane's bachelor party. You know, they got strippers, and this is the most action this damn place has got in ever.
The whole series.
Right.
The most money this bar has ever made.
And this is
So Drew asked Diana how she's doing, and you know, she basically let him know she can't focus on nothing when she's in class. She can't focus on class, and he told her, you know, he got her, and then told her about, I guess somebody, I don't remember who the heck it was. Curator basically saw his talents and, you know, thinks that he would do great in Paris with his artwork. This is what Treese was talking about, basically, this one little line, just breaking up the whole artwork thing again. for what. But you know, he said that working with Carter has his advantages, and you know, he's thinking about doing that, and said although he feels like he's being pushed out for Tyreek.
He is so stupid. How does working for a dirty cop like myself has his advantages?
I'm glad you
He said like
finally
myself.
You're so
At
stupid.
least you know.
His advantages? Are you dumb? Diana should have asked him, like, are you still like you can't be that naive, can you? That you think that working for a dirty cop has his advantages? Are you dumb?
When have we seen him paint anything? When have we seen him draw anything outside of that first season?
Everett, besides Everett?
That's the only thing he ever drawn. Wayne, all of a sudden now he got a fellowship in Paris.
He drew that painting for that lady. Remember, he brought it to her and she put it in the museum art museum thing. Yeah,
that goes back to your question
her.
you asked last week.
Like this,
You asked about that last week too, about what happened to the curator. Yeah,
Right, and we ain't seen her from her since. Like,
when did he drop a painting off to her? I know he went to the gallery to look at one, and she said, "Oh, I think you could be good," or something. They were talking about him doing some type of program, but this is what I'm talking about. Then it just went ghost. We didn't hear nothing about it until now, and he talking about he got a fellowship. What? That's why I'm irritated by this.
Poor continuity.
That was one of the deleted scenes in the background.
Xavier. Them strippers was not giving. They needed them girls from the paint. They needed the girls
down in the valley.
Right, them girls was not giving.
That is my show.
Yeah.
Right. So Diana, she decided she needed to check on her mama. So she tried calling Monet and went straight to voicemail. She called her aunt, Janet, and let her know that basically Noma sent her to Staten Island. And basically, hold on.
I think that's when Effie walks in, right?
Yeah, so Effie walks in and she's pissed off at Cane. She's like, what the hell? Like, why you didn't tell me that the drop changed? And he's like, no, it didn't. She was like, yeah. Basically, it changed to Staten Island, and you know, she's got to go meet up with Vadim. So Diana's hearing all of this. She's like, we got to get the hell out of here because something's going on. Talking to Drew. She's like, you know, Janet told her that Monet went to Staten Island, and now Vadim is there too. So, you know, he said that he feels like he felt like Carter was pushing him out, and he sent him to. Did I just skip over all of this? So he sent Tyreek to Staten Island and do a job. So Diana said, you know, basically they got to go see what the hell is up because whatever Noma got going on is giving sus. And then they were supposed to be having a private conversation, and the conversation wasn't a conversation.
We knew what the conversation was going to be.
I didn't.
I did. I did never meet it.
You thought she asked to go be along with him to talk?
I knew she was coming there to get her boots.
She was like, no, talk, please.
That could have been a phone call.
That little puppy dog look that she had on her face.
That could have been a phone call.
That told her right there she wanted to be dug out.
She wanted her boots smoked one last time.
Oh, right. Now I got a question. Would you
last time? Exactly, Carter.
One last time.
She wanted her boots smoked.
What you said to me?
I said I can't hit it one last time before you got me.
You damn right.
Oh, okay.
So she wanted her boots smoked.
You damn right. You damn right. And he can dance. You damn right.
She needed her back.
Cane didn't put that work in though. Cane didn't put that work in like he was supposed to. He was supposed to give her a back-breaking experience, and he didn't give her that.
He was giving her them long strokes. What you talking about?
But you got to think about it like this from a standpoint, like he's not really marrying Noma for love. So in the quote unquote, in a sense, they ain't even really together. Like it's just business.
It's all business.
Effie looked solemn like she wished it was her. Effie looked solemn like she wished it was her.
But Noma is so unpredictable that you still got to kind of keep that under wraps a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Miss Noma
gets it in.
Yeah, Miss Noma gets it in. Hey, Miss Noma.
I think Method Man got.
He was getting her back blown out. Yeah.
I think Method Man got his smoke.
That was a whole belly scene right there.
Hell yeah.
That joint popped up on my. They popped up on my screen. I said, "What the hell am I watching? Right now? Like this is a whole belly scene."
I was impressed.
I grabbed the joint, fast forwarded because I'm like, "Yo, what am I watching right now?"
No, I don't like that kind of stuff.
I'm like, David, you gotta reverse it.
The Uno card, the Uno reverse.
Pull some hair or something. Yeah.
Cause she
I don't like that aggressive.
That work.
That's what I'm talking about.
She made work you, bro.
What? She slapping this shit? Scratching backs? I'm like, okay, let's go.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Hey, Miss Noma.
Didn't you start choking him? I said, oh, okay.
I think she choked him too.
His face, like, don't look.
Yeah,
like,
she
oh
chokes.
My God.
And she scratches. And she slaps.
Oh.
All right, Miss Noma.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of this.
Ain't nothing wrong at all. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Noma.
I'm a $170. I might have to run a fade after that.
Yeah, she won't Davis ass out in that bed. She won't his ass
me. I might have to run one after that. You
hold on. Take a break for a minute. No more. It's good. And so Davis uses this opportunity to ask her. Y'all know we wild. Davis uses this opportunity once again. We already know that he felt some kind of way about her choosing the offer with Cane versus using him in some sort of capacity. He says, "You really sure about marrying Cane?" She grabbed that thing and she was like, "That don't got nothing to do with this." I was
right?
Like, wow.
I know that's right, Noma.
I'm like,
I like
wow.
what you think, though.
Okay, so you still think you're gonna get this after doing what you get ready to do? I'm like, I don't know about all that.
Probably.
I guess so.
I was gonna say, and will.
And will continue. Not no more. Not no more. That was her last time. Like that song, Trey song, last time.
Mm-hmm.
That was her last time too. Get no more back blowing for her, you no more. Yeah, this scene when we know that you love the girl. Cane, just tell her you love her at this point.
I get the conversation though. The conversation.
I'm a little confused by this conversation, and Trees helped me out because I think me and you talked about this because I thought he had already promised Effie that she was going to be out the game anyway when she helped him with the last lick, where she helped him with the whole Detective Carter and the laptop thing.
But that goes to show that, and I think he went back to Noma, and Noma still wasn't. She basically said no, and it goes to show, to Monet's point, he's never going to be an equal partner. I think he thought the more he stepped up and elevated, he would be able to help Effie get out. That wasn't the case, because
I think if it was been anybody else, Noma probably would have let them out. But because it's Effie, she messing with Effie. She doing that to be messy with.
But
Effie.
I also think Cane isn't trying as hard because once Effie is out for real, that's the end of his connection with her. So I don't think he's trying as hard as he could be trying, honestly.
Oh, you better really be talking about.
I agree with that,
girl.
I agree with that because when she was like, "Ain't nothing about this ring fake," with her last week, I felt like Cane would have used that as an opportunity. Like, you know what? Let's just get rid of Effie. Let's just get her out of the mix or whatever. Like, I agree with you on that, really, B. I felt like he could have really spun it in a way where Noma wouldn't want it.
Noma's petty, Xavier. That's why. Noma is petty.
She runs in the bathroom and she starts crying. This right here told me that Effie ain't gonna get her happy ending. And this also, right here confirmed for me that she's not getting her happy ending.
You don't think she's gonna go do the robotics?
Nah. Also, when you in the game, ain't no easy exit.
Just never.
Yeah, it ain't no easy exit.
That's basically what
my thing is this. I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was, if the show weren't ending, I absolutely would be like, nah, Effie don't get no happy ending. The show's not ending. Effie ain't going nowhere. But because the show is, and I understand that they didn't do any rewrites or anything, so maybe she still doesn't get her happy ending. But in my mind, I was thinking, if they had filmed this show as if it were the last season, I could see Effie getting away. Because the reality is, she get ready to go to Stanford. She gonna be on the other side of the country. I know Noma, she got stretched and she could get to her, but I'm just saying I could easily see her being able to walk away if if they had written this as if the show was going to end, give Effie her ciao bye. Go on stand for ciao bye. But yeah, I agree. I don't think Effie, she don't get no happy ending.
Really, B, you might be talking too much. Xavier said, "Ain't you out the game allegedly?"
No, she's not. No, she's not out the game. And me and Fresh can confirm that. She's not out the game. She makes us work. She tries to put us to work.
Ever since we started doing the podcast,
thank you, Carter. Thank you, Carter.
Oh, wait a minute.
Really, she's the true boss. She is the true boss.
You too, Carter. Right. You too. That's what we doing. Okay.
Before we even on you, and I was scratching my head like, you know, it really be Mike.
She's a Noma.
Nah, but she definitely moving work.
She's our Noma. The international trips and all. She's our Noma.
She definitely be moving work.
Yeah, she be moving work.
No, for sure.
Really do be out the country a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's moving work around.
Really, Trace.
She don't keep that type of cash on her, you know. It's all
she's
overseas, you know what I'm saying? And Swiss accounts and stuff. But listen, okay, stop playing with her.
To answer this question, Xavier, why does Noma want Effie around prior to this episode? Prior to this episode, she wanted her around because she needed to use her to keep the Russians in order. Yeah,
Russian connect.
Yeah, she was a Russian connect.
And she was
Russian connect. And not only that, it's also she got that power, so she about to keep the leverage. Like, yo, you not getting out. I already know you got something going on with Cane, and I'm like Jack said, I'm gonna keep being petty. Like,
yeah, she's doing it.
But I don't blame Noma for keeping it in the game because people keep forgetting Effie went to Noma because she wanted to make more money.
Yep.
She did ask
She
for a
put
raise.
herself in that position.
She did ask for a raise. She put herself out there. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, she said she could get the Russians.
Yep. She solicited her own help. Yep.
Because she was treating Effie just like Diana until she came forward talking about what she could do.
Not show and tell. Listen, Monet will put a badass outfit on. I'll be badass outfit on to go pick up work.
I'm gonna miss Monet.
This is why the show is being canceled, y'all. This is outfit number 3 right here in this one episode. Well, they got a nice ass designer outfit on to go pick up work.
Let's not forget about Noma's wardrobe changes.
Man, who cares about Noma? I think it's in Mary's contract though.
She had some expensive, exotic suits on. Noma did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, ain't nobody thinking about Noma.
Sure.
Ain't nobody thinking about Noma. Mary J. Blige wigs alone is the budget. The wigs and all them expensive ass Fendi and Gucci and Louis Vuitton. That Louis Vuitton mink that she had on, that's a $70,000 coat.
Yeah.
But in all reality, they don't pay for that. They don't pay for that.
I don't know. I feel like it's part of Mary's contract.
They don't pay for that.
I feel like it's part of Mary's contract that she had to have designer on every scene, because every scene that she was in, she had on designer. Even when she's sitting around in the house, she had on designer. Big belts, Valentino. You name it, she had it on. She done wore every label on the show. Monet looking at her best, dressed in her best.
But the fact that all of them wear it is the reason why. Because if you notice, remember one season, I think it was like season 2, where they wore all Fendi, and then one season it was like all Louis. Like they don't. They
went back and forth. Yeah, I agree with that.
And Monet, and Noma with her expensive Tom Ford suits and Gucci suits, and this is pretty pricey.
But to be quite honest with you, I expect that from Noma's character because she's an international businesswoman that's a drug, and so that I expect for her. Monet, you run a dive bar in Queens. it don't fit.
That nobody never in.
Nobody ever in.
That joint, I still don't know how it's open. Joint then got shot up 2-3 times.
It's New York at that. You know that bar have been shut down.
130,000 G-Wagon, 7,000. I agree.
Right around at $100,000 G-Wagon.
And they stay in the neighborhood. They don't live on top of a hill. They live in the neighborhood. Like from season 1, they live in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Where you get your trash cans knocked down.
Yeah.
Monet said, listen, I'll take this work, but listen, Y'all got to make sure I'm draped in design. And I got to keep all this.
Yeah.
Well, that's just like in Raising Canaan. Like that house got before she moved to Connecticut. That house got shut up 20 times.
But you know what?
Rock House. Yeah, Rock House did.
I'm gonna shut up.
You know,
I didn't say nothing.
Nah, I didn't. I could have.
Yes, it did. You them came out and sprayed it up one night.
Yeah, but that was it.
It got shot up at least twice. It got shot up at least twice.
But you know what?
What's
The
the
way
face
the Italians came and sprayed it up.
Yeah, but it's a difference between a house and a business. That's a difference between a house and a business. That's a whole business. Like your business gets shot up. The city gonna shut that joint down, and it was multiple times.
Well, technically, that first time Tommy sprayed it up because he was trying to get Tasha when she was in there talking to Tasha. He was trying to get to Tasha, but they don't know that. But yeah, Tariq shows up, and she's like, "What are you doing here, Tariq? What are you doing here, Monet?" Two crash dummies having a conversation.
Not two crash dummies.
Two crash dummies having a conversation.
I don't understand, man. Like I'm gonna get to that when he start pushing everything over, because the whole season, the whole reason of him doing the way moving the way he's moving. He like, I'm nothing like my father. Ghost wouldn't have got set up like this, man. You damn dummy.
Well, I'll let Tariq slide on this.
No, you forget.
I'll let Tariq slide on this, though. I'll let Tariq slide on this one, though. It was Monet I had the issue with. It wasn't really Tariq.
Yeah,
now, the only thing I feel like Ghost would have done differently, Ghost would have did some recon. Ghost would have done some recon before he went out there. He would have been, laying low and trying to before he went out there. Ghost would have just walked up there willy-nilly. Monet is the one I'm surprised with. Monet, you're supposed to be the boss. Why are you out here picking up work? Like, you ain't have nobody else to go out here and get this work?
No, because everybody's enjoying the wedding festivities.
And she don't have no crew. Remember, she had to scrounge up some scragglers when they went to rob Noma. She ain't got no crew.
Bro, she should have sent Drew ass out here to get to work.
But she absolutely should have waited to the next day, went in the daytime, picked it out, saw what it was. Like, she didn't even, like, even if it wasn't a setup with Carter, you did not know what you were walking into. You didn't know nothing.
That's what Ghost would have did. But Tariq just went, oh, yeah, let me just go. Because
do you think Noma sent the Russians? Noma sent the Russians?
Irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole, what was
sure.
Yeah. Between him and Carter. Yeah, between her and
she
Carter.
sent the Russians to take Tariq and Monet out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember the Russians already had a problem with Monet. They already was waiting for Monet.
And remember Monet texts Noma acting like the Russians. Remember when they got him in the car? Mm-hmm. She texts Noma from the Russians' phone.
Yep, you're right.
Noma's number is saved in their phone.
It was Noma that sent them. Okay, that's why I was trying to figure out how did they get out there.
Okay, here's
everybody get to Staten Island. Everybody get to Staten Island. That ferry, they must have all been on the same. They must have been all on the same ferry.
Thank you, Retro.
Man, they must have.
Thank you, because that's what I was about to say. I was like, yo, I've been in New York. There's no way in hell everybody made it to Staten Island around the same time, bro.
Yeah, they must have been on the same ferry, cars and all. They all must have took the same ferry ride.
No way. Impossible. That was my
Drew and Diana been to the strip club and everything. Like, how they get there? Like, they should have been an hour behind, at least.
Yeah. It's a ferry ride. So you know the ferry ride be like a good 30, 45 minute ferry ride. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we picking at scabs. So Drew and Diana, I guess that's why they were dressed for work, because of this scene right here. That's why they were dressed for work. They couldn't be like Monet and go change clothes.
Right,
they had
to
to stay clothes on. Yeah, Monet got out of the wardrobe. And it came now Diana, now she just Colombiana. What she said she wasn't, she is now. She out here banging on
I got some thoughts on that too.
Well,
Diana out here banging on him, yo.
Remember though, in her defense, she said she was struggling between the streets and school and wondering where she wanted. She was like Donnell Jones. She didn't know where she wanted to be. Okay.
Diana out here bang on your ass.
I figure it out.
I like that fit though.
Yeah. She had a nice little Chanel outfit, she doing her thing.
She always looked like Batgirl, like you said, Retro.
Yeah, she Batgirl. And Monet Batwoman.
Right.
There you go. Mo like, yo, how y'all know I was out here? And they told Mo what was up. I felt like in this scene right here, before they even left and part ways, she should have called Cane and told Cane what's up.
She should
Before
have.
they went any further, I felt like a text or a phone call or something should have went out to Cane.
But she did say she didn't trust that Cane would do what she said because she was confused with like the Noma situation. She did say that. I think a little later. She says it. That's why they don't want to tell Cane.
No, go back.
Well, that part, but Retro, to that point, if they would have told Cane, I just feel like he wouldn't have. This whole episode was proving who Cane wanted to be, and this is why he was never in the position of power that he always.
Drew his bat wig.
You stupid. But no, I feel like this just proves that he wasn't ready to be
Robin.
in power.
Nope.
Like Monet kept telling him, like Lorenzo kept telling him, and that's why he thought, oh no, I'm good. He's trusting the wrong people, Noma. And this episode literally showed us, so I can understand Monet being like, why am I calling this thing when I don't trust him? Real talk.
Exactly, Q1. Stay ready so you don't have to be ready. I feel like this situation right here should have.
Tariq don't know what that means.
They should have been played a little different. At the very least, you should have sent Drew and Diana back to that strip club or whatever. Like you should have put them out on the case. Like this wouldn't have been no part when we go our separate ways type deal. Especially, and I feel like the setup. Go ahead, Fresh, because you had something you want to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, because here's my, like I said before, I want y'all people to listen clear. This is what we've been saying. The writing. Here's my issue with this. The entire power, whatchamacallit, we seen Diana. She ain't want to be in the game. She wanted to be out of the game, etc. or whatever. Yeah, we know she knocked off Felicia Lewis, and now she have all this regret. But now all of a sudden, now you want to sit here and make me believe that she's like this stone cold villain, and she's helping Tariq and Drew cut off the fingers and the tongues and take out their teeth of the Russians. Like all of a sudden now, with no issue, she don't have no issue doing that now. We ain't never seen her put in work. Now all of a sudden now she's just able to like, oh yeah, hold them down. You can cut off the fingers. Like she's helping them cutting off the fingers so that they can't identify the fingerprints and pulling the teeth and all this stuff so they can't find the dental records. This is what we've been talking about. Now all of a sudden, like Retro said, now she's Colombiana. That's the part I don't get.
Look, valid
I
point.
think we saw her transition like was she unalive?
But she had guilt though. She's had guilt the entire time.
Crying over the little boy. She over there visiting the little boy's school.
She couldn't even take the test.
Right. She couldn't
even take the test.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's why I'm with you on that. Like the honestly, I would let the gunplay kind of like pass, but when she started being turning in the Rambo, pulling teeth and all of this, that I said that in that scene too. I was like, what? She
exactly like I got it when she came up blazing with Drew because it was like, yo, you got to save Monet. I got that. But the fact now all of a sudden you are cool being around an unalive body. Oh yeah, I got you here. Hold this finger. I'm gonna cut it off. Like what? Like that was that when I saw this, I was like, nah, I was like, y'all playing the non-face now. Now all of a sudden she cool with chopping up bodies and all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm good off this. Like
go ahead, Really B.
And for the people in the comments, y'all can direct this at me because I'm about to be real petty.
Uh-oh.
I agree with everything y'all just said. But even bigger than that, can I just bring up the fact that y'all went through all that to cut these people's fingers and fingers off and pull their teeth out. Y'all do know that the same test that they're gonna run to figure out who they are, they can run their DNA and know that these was two white people and not black people.
Yeah.
Like y'all know that, like they're gonna know that this is not two white Russian. I mean, two black people. They're gonna know it's not a man and a woman. It's supposed to be Tariq and Monet. They're gonna know it's two white men. Like they went through all of that for absolutely nothing. They didn't buy them any extra time.
No.
Well, it did. It bought them like a day or two. Didn't it buy him like a day or two? Because
it could have bought them a day or two if they would have disposed of the bodies where they wouldn't have been found. And then Monet,
that's true. Had they put the body somewhere where they couldn't be found, yeah.
Yes. And what they should have done was they could have kept on did what they did. But first of all, they should have left Monet wig behind, her jacket behind, her jacket behind, something to say that they were here.
Again,
burned up the
my
car.
boy Dave. That boy is nothing like Ghost.
You know, Monet paid
Tell
a
me.
lot of money for that wig. You ain't gonna do
Well,
that.
she could have brought another one with her. Something.
Shoot, she could have left that jacket in there, like
Retro said. She
Retro
could
said. She could have left that jacket.
She should have left something behind that identified her.
She could have cut off the nail, put the nail in the truck,
broken nail, something where they would have found some type of evidence saying that she was here.
Tariq
Okay,
put out a strand of hair.
Depending on when she got her nails done, you ain't just breaking off no nail. Okay, you ain't just
that wig. That's why I go back to that wig.
I'm not saying breaking it. They whatever they used to cut off them Russian fingers, she could have cut off a small snippet of her nail and threw that joint in the truck.
That wig. She could let that wig.
Should have been that wig.
I think when they identified them as two Caucasian males, about 6'2", and the other one is 6 feet, that kind of just negates the whole fact of whether or not that could even be them.
And they should have kept the phone. They should not have put the phone in there. They should have kept the phone so they could continue texting Noma from the phone, and got rid of the Russian
they're not
body.
even the same size.
But that's why I agree with Jack. He's not Ghost. Because first of all, what Ghost would have did was Ghost would have got Noma into a secluded place. He got the phone where he could control her movements. Exactly. It was the Russians. Again, Ghost would have ain't no wet shooting. Ghost would have caught her at a warehouse somewhere. Like that's why he not Ghost. And that's simple. Like and Monet is an adult. Like you got two people here who are supposed to be kingpins of crews, and nobody can figure out how to get Noma away from the wedding when you got the Russian's phone who's supposed to be setting up. I'm lost.
I'm lost. I
agree with that 100%. They could have set Noma up by using the Russian's phone. Like I agree with you.
They could have sent Noma a text saying the work is done. Do you want to come and see for yourself? And lured her out there to Staten Island.
Okay.
I would have put some blood on Tariq's forehead. I would have put some blood on Tariq's forehead, sent her a picture, like, come pull up, come check this out. I won't confirm this, because I'm pretty sure she had to pay him. Like, they're pretty sure they didn't do that for free, because remember, they were going to work.
Ghost never unalive a female, but that's not saying
he wouldn't unalive Noma.
But a person like Noma, he would have dropped Noma.
He would have
dropped Noma.
Without hesitation.
Without hesitation.
First of all, Noma wouldn't even been that big because Monet, when I be doing my reviews, I be trying to remind people Monet and Ghost is on two different levels. Noma wouldn't have came into New York of the Ghost doing all that nonsense. She'd have been going the first day. She wouldn't have came there like that.
She would have been MIA missing. Man, why y'all burn up my G-Wagon though? Why y'all burn up my G-Wagon? Y'all could just gave me the keys. And just let me put some new tags on it. And just let me go ahead and bring it on down south. Why y'all burning my G-Wagon? Damn, Monet. That right there also was telling for me too. When I saw that Monet car was getting burnt up, I was like,
I didn't think nothing of it. Y'all saw something different. I didn't see nothing of it. Honestly, to be honest, I didn't even think that was her G-Wagon. I thought it was theirs because she took off in the BM. I was like, oh, Monet got a new car. I ain't even pay no attention to that.
Yeah, that was her whip. Yep. That was her whip.
Yeah, because that's right. Had it look like it was them, so that was the Jeep. Okay.
Yep. That's why I felt like they should have left a jacket behind. Tariq and Monet both could have left their jackets behind. Something showing that they were actually there in Staten Island. Went on the run, laid low, got rid of the Russian's body, kept the phones, continued texting Noma from the Russian's phone, possibly lured her to another location.
Yep.
And took her out there.
Yep.
Okay,
well,
so
then I think when they go to do the forensics, right? If they leave there, because I was thinking about that, and I was like, maybe they should have just put the jackets on the Russians and then burned them. But then, if you think about it, that still implicates them because their DNA is there.
That's why I feel like it would have been. What's up, Marvin? Welcome to the panel.
What's going on, family? What's up? What up? What up?
Man, we got a full house tonight.
No, right?
What's going down?
That's all I was like.
What up?
Yeah, we got a full house. Okay. I don't know. I just felt like that could have been handled differently. I feel like that could have.
Everybody here for the fume.
Everybody here to pay their respect.
Right. Everybody here for the fume.
Everybody here to pay their respect. Let me put my glasses back on because I'm rest in power, Monet. Red.
I ain't even grab me a drink, man. Have a little sip and pour out pour out for the people who ain't here, man.
I ain't pouring nothing out unless it's going in my glass.
Right, no, it's going in the glass.
Yeah, I ain't pouring nothing out unless it's going in my glass for day.
All I had was water, but I threw that water bottle against the wall because it's Tariq dumbass.
That's right. In loving memory.
Oh, yes, get the program.
Program. All right. Priest is passing our program.
What she got?
Almost grandma.
Trees is passing out the program, everyone.
I'm passing out the program.
If anyone wants to make a donation, if anyone wants to make a donation, I'll be preaching the sermon.
Okay.
Who's doing the eulogy?
Donation, y'all welcome to leave a donation.
Who's giving the eulogy?
I'm gonna do
Who's giving the eulogy?
Detective Carter is doing a eulogy.
I'm gonna do the eulogy. Then after that, I'm gonna hold everybody to their 2 minutes.
Really B is the head usher, so if you need somewhere to sit, Really B will tell you where to sit. Ask you the head usher.
Family to the right, close friends to the left. Tahada's up front.
She just saw what exactly.
What?
Hey, Xavier, so you got her in lingerie on her program.
No, that program is very acceptable. That one is very.
We about to get it in.
I'll allow it. I will allow it. You getting close? I will allow it for sure.
The repast will be hosted.
Monet? Why did Noma spray Nico right here? She could have blew his spot.
Yeah.
Why she didn't blow his spot?
Yeah.
Because he pulled the gun on her. He showed the gun on her. I would have said, "What you did with that money I gave you?"
Exactly. Nico, are you mad? You're gonna pull a weapon on me? And you took my $50K last week to get rid of Carter, and now you pull a weapon on me. Are you mad?
She said, "I expected more."
We had a deal, love.
We had a deal, love. And you renege? Noma could have blew his spot.
For me, you would have evidence. You would have a body, and there's no body.
You're taking a piss. No payment for neither of you. No payment for neither of you.
Piss off.
Piss off, you cunt. You know, she's going to call everybody a cunt. She call everybody a cunt. Damn, Noma is ruthless. Like, Noma came out here to meet with Carter, and Carter was like, listen, I don't work for you. I don't care. I don't work for you. Like, we'll find out when we find out. But right now, we're going to assume that they're unalive. And
Can I just tell you that Carter is such, and this is no shade, Carter is such a government employee. He's like, I don't work for you. Forensic, and that's that department. I work in this department. This is how I go. Okay? I ain't got no control over that. He is such a government employee.
She could have blew Nico's spot, though. I really expected her to blew Nico's spot. Like, she let Nico slide on that one. I wouldn't have let Nico slide.
Jack, you know you be saying that's not my job. You absolutely do. I'm sure that's not in my job description.
This is why I felt like Monet should have called Cane, because now Noma's phone call to Cane is like, your mom is up to her antics again. And the fact that they wrote Cane not asking, what has she done now? Like, Noma called Cane up and was like, your mom is up to her old tricks again. Don't expect her to be at the wedding. Cane was like, I'll call her up. And she was like, no, don't call her. I would have expected him to ask, what did she do now?
But that should have been on Cane. Cane should have still went and figured out what was going on. He should have known right in there what she said.
That's why he ain't made for power.
You didn't dig into that. Like that out of the blue, she called and said your mom is up to her old antics, and you didn't even ask her what your mom do. Like, what did she do now?
Because he was too busy worried about getting married.
And someone he was sitting there writing what is it? They vows, write these vows.
Mm-hmm.
Love songs.
Write me a check. How about that?
Cane was writing Tupac lyrics, man. Cane was writing Tupac lyrics, man. Cane was writing no vows.
Am I not motivation enough for you? Nah, but the money is. Where my check?
The money is for sure.
Write me a check.
Where my shmoney?
7 figures.
He was writing Bobby Brown, my tenderoni at that point.
Right. His heart belongs to Tenderoni.
Now, can I just say,
but not realizing that every little step you take Noma watching.
Can I just say, if they would have had him perform, like, you know how the groom usually performs for Noma, and he would have done a Bobby Brown song, I would have loved that.
I would have loved that.
Oh, man, that would have been fire.
That would have been fire, though.
Yeah, it would have been fire.
Well, every little step you take, gonna be right here around this room.
And Noma runs you now, so it's no longer your prerogative.
Right, it's no longer your prerogative. So you can tell her to don't be cruel all you want to.
I like the schemes.
But like you and Whitney said, y'all on your own.
I like the schemes.
Y'all have nothing in common.
Oh! I love it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But he's still gonna rock with a baby all night long.
All night long.
No, he was rocking with Effie.
Wow.
Rolling with Effie.
Oh, man.
Look, y'all can
That's
tell
what
we
I'm
old. Y'all can tell we old as hell. We done named every Bobby Brown song.
There you go.
Okay.
Y'all showing y'all age. I ain't old.
But they thought that Noma was gonna be good to him. I'll be good to you. No, she wasn't. She wasn't gonna be good to you.
Not at all.
Not at all. Noma's like, don't worry about calling your mom. We'll deal with her after the wedding. And I'm thinking to myself, Cane, how do you hang this
You
phone
sound
up?
stupid.
Right.
You sound stupid. You stupid acting right now. How do you hang this phone up and not send your mom a text? You've been sending texts out all week.
Can't
But
see
to come
past
to
his
the
own
wedding,
ambition.
you would think there would have been a follow up to Monet and be like, yo, Ma, I just got a call from Noma saying that you tripping. What's going on? Like, you dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't even worried about it. She knew he was gonna listen.
Yeah.
She was basically don't hit her up until after the wedding. That's it.
He was playing her from the
Yes, ma'am, Miss Noma.
playing him from the
Okay,
beginning.
I'm here to play advocate, aka
Yes, ma'am,
the
Miss
devil.
Noma. Right away.
So, do you think that even if he would have called Monet, now Monet knowing what she knows, would she have told him?
That could have flushed out the conversation. That could have led the conversation right there. Yo, Ma, I just got a phone call from Noma saying you tripping. What's going on? Yo, itch just tried to set me up on Staten Island, whatever. That could have tipped each other off and
But
led
she
them
would
to
have known
move a
Monet
different
was
direction.
still alive. Because don't think for a second
Yeah.
Cane ran back and said, "Hey, Ma," or confronted Noma like, "What are you trying to do? You trying to kill my mother? That's not really how."
No, love. I would never.
Dumbass
no
would have
love.
probably done so.
Yeah.
I think they would have put like Jack said at the table. It would have been a lot of deflecting. That conversation wouldn't have got nowhere. That phone, because Monet had already said she wasn't gonna get involved. Cane. That conversation wouldn't have went nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, Noma became Monet.
Right.
Ultimately,
Here you go, Zoe. He's kicking empty boxes.
Who wants this scene right here? Who wants it?
See, it was so funny.
Who
Oh
wants
my
it?
God, this ain't.
Because I'm
This,
dragging.
this,
You don't want me to do it. Who wants this?
I don't care. I don't want
Again,
to.
prime example.
I
This is the prime example of what we've been talking about all
Let
season
me
with
play
the
that little
damn
video I've
right.
been sending y'all.
This man
How you
had
do
a-
horrible in the staging horrible? You got a warehouse full of empty boxes that's taped up. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Bro, I
that
died.
was the best hands he ever threw
I
in his whole
died.
series.
I died. My body, my
That
soul,
was the
left my
best hands he
spirit.
threw the whole
When that little
series.
motherfucker pushed that rack over and said, "I'm Tariq fucking St. Patrick."
I cried laughing.
He was struggling to do it though. He was struggling to
Yeah,
push
he
that
was.
rack with the empty.
So now that was giving Denzel, okay?
No, that was not giving Denzel. That was giving
Boy,
bad.
not
That was
giving
giving
bad.
bad.
You
I was
didn't
giving
give
all
That was
the
giving
Fresh Prince when he
bad
knocked over
writing.
that tray when
You
Will
didn't
was in the
give two
hospital.
bit that energy.
It was exactly
You
that
didn't give
scene from
nobody
Fresh
else that
Prince
energy.
of Bel Air when Carlton knocked over that tray. Will was like, "I was gonna eat that."
Yeah.
I was gonna eat that.
Matter of fact,
That thing only weighed 50 pounds. He pushed that
It-
shit
That was
up.
no
it made
50
prime
pounds.
example
There was
because-
empty boxes. The rack itself didn't weigh 50 pounds. 15.
Yeah, that was about 25.
because his reactions to it is what made the scene hilarious.
No.
Right.
Davis, who stands every bit of 6'8",
Yeah, Davis's face
Stand
was
there.
what had me dying.
standing there looking at him like, man, if one of them boxes would have hit me on my car, I would have whipped your ass all over this warehouse. Why you talking about you Tariq,
Like,
MF, and
my
St.
man,
Right.
Patrick?
That's one of
Yeah.
those. That's one of the moments where you look and be like, "Are you done yet? Are you
Are
done
you
yet?
done?
Right.
Your
Are you-
soft
you
ass
done?
down, pause.
They should have had Braden
You
here
don't
for that.
calm
They should have
down?
swapped Davis for Braden in this scene right here. It didn't fit right. It didn't fit with Davis being there. Davis looking at him like this
He was so unbothered.
yeah, he was like, this motherfucker
He's
is
like, stop throwing your damn tantrum.
yeah. And that's exactly what he
Exactly.
was. He was some Nico, Detective Carter, Noma. All of them think they can stand against me. I'm Tariq.
If I didn't see him kill Ghost, I wouldn't even thought he did it. The way he said it, I wouldn't even thought he had took out his daddy. The way he said it.
And what they
Oh,
should have
man.
had Davis say was, and what does that mean?
Exactly.
No,
Oh.
they should have had David say, "Nigga, chill out."
Basically, yes, that's
He's
what
about
they
breathe, breathe, Tariq, breathe. I would be like, bro, you know how stupid you sound right now, man. If you hit my Maybach over here with this rack, talking about you, Tariq St. Patrick, whoop your ass in this warehouse.
I just didn't get the purpose. I just didn't get the
Stupid
purpose of this
Man,
scene.
let me get in my shit and leave, man. You tripping?
That was my only.
There
I'm
was,
with you,
I
DJ.
agree with you. There's no purpose in this scene.
I'm with you.
I agree.
Yeah, it was
None
just
whatsoever.
stupid. It was just unnecessary waste of time. We could have had this scene for something else. This was just stupid. It just showed just how stupid Tariq is.
Because they don't talk about anything. They don't discuss the plan until Monet them pull up in the hallway. So like at the hotel, like they don't
Right.
discuss anything in the scene.
And I'm sorry, the random warehouses in Power get to me. Where do y'all find these places at? Do y'all own leases to these buildings? Do y'all break into these places to have these clandestine meetings? Like, what the fuck with the random pickup truck in the background? Is this the same pickup truck that he used to ram in the Drew's
And
car
that's
at
the
the
same
beginning of the
pickup
season?
truck.
Yep, that is.
I think it was. I
I'm
think
like,
it
what-
was. That's the
is
same
this your
pickup
layer
truck.
now, Tariq? Is this where all your work is at? That you don't want us to know? Like, where do you get these random warehouses at? Like, y'all play too much, yo. This was stupid. Stupid.
Okay.
Told him to calm his
So
soft
can I
ass
say-
down. Pause.
And I think the
Got
running
time for that
theme
bullshit, Tariq.
of this episode was like we see all three like main boys, like it's on this Lion King, I just can't wait to be king type shit, right? From Drew to Cane to Tariq, they just all want to be king, and they're still Simba. They're all still Simba at this point.
I don't even know if Tariq is simple.
I guess you're right about that, Xavier. The purpose of this scene was to show and remind the viewers that Tariq is not an adult, yet he's smart and can do a good scheme. I disagree with that. But he's a child in an adult situations. I agree with that. He's a child in an adult situation where
He's
I would
still
if I was David, I would tell man, sit your ass down. You sound stupid right now. Shut up. I'm Tariq St. Patrick. And
Nobody cares, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody.
trying you. Nobody.
I'd be like, you know what, man? You got me in too much bullshit right now, Tariq. Run me a check. I need some money. Cause like all this stuff you got me mixed up in, you know, you got me disbarred, you know, you got me suspended and whatever. You got me out here just running licks and schemes and scams.
My
like
wife done left me.
my wife don't left me. Like, yo, the money ain't good enough for this. Like, you on your own, bro. You on your
I
own.
think his wife left him because of other reasons, but that's not here nor there.
His,
But once
his
the
wife
money ran
left.
out, listen,
His wife,
listen, the wife
because
knew what he was doing
grave
with the money,
digging
too.
Noma's ass.
right? No, the wife didn't care as long as them checks was clearing. The minute he
checks
went
was
broke,
clearing, right.
yeah, then it was like, oh well, I mean, I don't need to put up with this and be broke.
Yeah, good point.
Why does it look like the same hotel room? I'm petty. Why does it look like the same hotel room that Monet ran up on Drew and Diana in?
I think it is.
I think it is too.
It is. It
Same
is.
hotel room.
It is. If you
They
look
were
at the locks,
they recycling sets.
They recycle the sets. You know,
You look at the
Yeah.
locks for sure.
Same curtains. Same curtains.
same curtains.
They
Yeah,
at the red room. They at the red room.
yeah, the red roof. Yeah.
This scene here is when I should have
The
caught
what?
it. This is when I should have caught it, that it was on the wall. The writing was on the wall for Monet. Because when she talks to them, especially how vulnerable she was, and she told them straight up, like, hey, y'all adults, y'all don't have to join in. It's no love loss. And then when they do that hug, it should have clicked in there, like, oh, you know what? It's it for Monet. But still, I just kept thinking, like, yo, yeah, Cane is gone. Because I was just like, oh, she being very vulnerable. I was like, yeah, Cane gone. But it should have clicked in for me here that it was Monet that was going to be the one that was like, yeah, it was a wrap for her. Because how vulnerable she was being with all her kids.
Yep. And at the same time, she was giving them a way out. Like, listen, y'all ain't got to be part of this, but you know. And both of them was like, "Oh,
So what,
Mom."
okay. So I always got to play the latter, right? And I'm sorry. What do you think she would have said? This is Monet Tejada, right? What do you think she would have said? Them kids said, "Nope, not doing it. Sorry, Mom, not. I ain't got it to do."
You know what the answer is to that yourself.
She would have guilt tripped them. This is about a family.
She would have cussed their ass out.
Right. It would have been so. I hear what y'all everybody's saying, and it is a very. I said this to Retro offline. It's a very full circle moment, and we'll get there. But yes, but I do believe that. But part of it is they couldn't say no because she's Monet, and she wouldn't have let them slide.
Well, she would have beat the hell out of them.
I think it was because
they said no.
I think it was because the vulnerability. Because remember, Drew was about to say no, and then when she started talking, his whole demeanor changed.
Yeah.
And then that's when he was like, you know what, I got you. But I should have known from this scene right here when they gave the hug. I should have known, like, yeah, Monet's gone. But I didn't peep it. I still didn't peep it.
I didn't peep it either.
I for sure thought it was Cane. Yeah, see, that's the exact same motel they ran from. Xavier, you know, really all the rooms don't be the same. That could have been a penthouse for that motel that they staying in.
I was gonna say, is that
this is the Red Roof Inn Plus.
They could have been the presidential suite. You know, all the rooms ain't the same. They could be the presidential suite.
Right. That was the exclusive. That was the executive suite.
That was the suite. The Red Roof Inn Plus. But this right here, I don't know why they didn't meet inside the hotel room that they were in. Why they had to go to the hallway to meet, but whatever. This right here, somebody should have came up with the bright idea. Davis was like, why don't y'all just off the ish when she walking down the aisle?
That had me down.
No, I don't want my son to be nowhere near bullets flying. But look what ended up happening. Her son was right there in the middle of bullets being flying. So it was like defeated.
I was dying laughing. I was like, ain't nobody a trained sniper? Nothing? No.
Somebody should have came up with the bright idea. Y'all, they think we unalive. Let's stay unalive.
Yeah.
Let's get at her after that.
Facts. I think that
this would have been a retro CG scheme. The scheme would have been
the following episode.
Let's wait till after the wedding.
Yep.
Let's wait till after her people go back to Nigeria. Let's wait till when she got less people around her, and then we're gonna take her out.
Right, because they wouldn't have figured it out in 24 hours. Like they would have figured it out eventually. But I agree.
Because this is the day of the wedding at this point, right? We're at the day of the wedding.
Yep. Yeah. Same day of the wedding.
It would have been time for them to figure anything out. That's why I said, y'all, let's lay low.
Yep.
Let's run on down to Jersey real quick and let's hang out there. And we're gonna lay low. And then when Davis them hit us back, let us know that the wedding over and everything all good, then we're gonna get that bitch. But y'all try to take her out at the wedding. And the stupid part about it is y'all should have let the wedding go through. Y'all should have wanted the wedding to go through because that means Cane would have had access to everything that Noma had.
Exactly.
After being her husband.
Yeah. That's why I feel like this.
You try to take Noma out before the wedding even go through. Like, no, I want the wedding to go through. But then we're gonna run them pockets. But like that was just poorly executed. Dave was like, I don't want to really be here. Like, listen, I'm just gonna say something so I can get away from these crazy ass people. These people are stupid. And then they give out the assignments. The assignments was that Tariq was gonna be on Carter. Diana was gonna create diversion with Cane. Monet was gonna be waiting out back of the church to help dispose of Carter's unalive body. Yes, he was. She said, I have a burner car out back.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that scene. I don't know. That's what I'm mad about. Like, Monet said she was going to be at the church.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Another scene that got skipped.
No. And Effie and Braden ran out and said Tariq got caught.
And she left there to go see about Cane.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me explain
what Drew's assignment was. I don't remember what Drew's. No, Drew was supposed to be upstairs waiting on Noma to take out Noma.
Yeah, at the wedding. Wait, no, that's what I'm saying. So to your point, they were supposed to plan eventually was to take Noma out after the reception when they go to the hotel. Drew was supposed to be waiting in the hotel room for her. Diana was supposed to intercept Cane and say, hey, and have some dumb conversation. It didn't make sense to me about family or something that Noma wouldn't care about. And she would excuse herself and go upstairs where Drew could take her out. So they absolutely figured out that before, during was not the plan, and they had to do it after. They figured that out. What really messed it up was, to your point, what we talked about was Tariq messing up Carter, because Carter was able to call Noma, or everything would have went as planned.
Exactly.
Yes, but if you go back to that scene, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only one, because me and Retro talked about this. If you go back to that scene, at no point did they say, Davis tells him, yeah, you gotta be the one to take out Carter, but they never said in the church, because Monet says, you grab Carter, I'm gonna have the burner car, and then we gonna grab him and take him, and that's it for him.
Yes,
right. So that's why I thought that he was gonna come up on Carter, be like, yeah, let's go. They was gonna throw him in the whatchamacallit, and they was gonna unalive him somewhere else and not in the church. That's what I thought.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
To me, if it would have been us,
4 people at the church. 4 people at the church.
Unalive him at the church, and we're gonna get that body out of the church, and we're gonna get rid of that body.
Because it wouldn't have been no point.
He's not walking out of here on his own, because that's a chance for him to get the drop on us.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this. So if you got Effie and whatchamacallit, they're turning off the cameras, and I know we skipping scenes. If he unalived him at the church, what would have been the point? Because he would have unalived him there. It would have been blood everywhere. So y'all would have dragged him to the truck, and then after that, just go back in, and now everything is recording. Like, I think the whole thing was to get him out of the church, and then they were going to take him somewhere, and yeah, they was going to unalive him.
That was too risky.
I think that personally they should have just.
This what they should have done. They should have took care of him at the church, but what they should have done was left some sort of evidence to show he was a dirty cop. So when they came through and found the body, and then they found something, they just would have assumed, oh, he out here, he was a dirty cop. And they wouldn't have even been paying attention. You know what I'm saying? They'd have went down that road.
Them files that Effie got off of Nico's
the evidence. Yep.
Them files that Effie got off of Nico's computer.
Put a jump drive in his pocket that got all of the stuff they've been doing. That's, some dirty information, or put it on the ground or whatever, so they know they find it. Leave the body there, but set him up like a dirty cop, and they're gonna be so caught up in this decorated officer found out he was dirty. They wasn't even paying attention to the rest of it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, but really, you can't forget too. I got to give Tariq his things. He was thrown off because Carter let him know he had that information on him, so he would have had to take his phone. He would have had
that last week, though.
Conversation. Like, I don't understand why are we talking? When he went in there and said, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned," that should have been to the head right through the screen. I don't understand why.
I agree. But then Tariq would have got caught anyway, because then when they would have got his phone, and if he had the footage that Felicia had, Tariq still would have went down. If you're thinking of how the writers are thinking, and how the continuity of what we saw, right?
He's still gonna go down.
The writers are thinking about continuity. I know that's not what you just.
Matter of fact, Retro, when we get to that scene, you can point it out what me and you spoke about, and I don't think people caught.
Yep.
But my thing is the way that, I don't know if it was the camera angle or what, but it looks like Carter came in the back door. Well, how did he even? That's what I'm saying. He got 4 people here. You catch him outside.
Really, they should have caught him before he went in the church.
Yeah, they could have caught.
They could have got the drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Church, I agree with that. They could have got the drop on him. They shouldn't have even been inside that church. In all honesty,
caught him when he came out.
Drop on him before he went.
He walked out that back door.
Yep. They could have popped him right there. They could have ran up on him as a group with masks and got him on. These folks don't believe in wearing masks and gloves. Really be text me and be like, "Where are the gloves at?" They don't know. They don't know how to wear them.
I got it.
Really be text me. She said, "Do they ever wear gloves?" No, they don't. They don't.
And you know what's so funny? We always saw Ghost wear a glove. He always wore gloves on. Yeah.
No gloves. No gloves. No.
Because Reek is stupid.
When have we seen Reek knock anybody out?
Yeah, but they could have hit him with the butt of the weapon. They could have hit him with the butt of the weapon, boop, and put him in the back of that SS Impala. And put him in the back of that SS.
I got questions when we get to that scene.
I got questions too. So Reek meets up. So Monet tells Reek back at the last scene that they were at that Reek, you need to have all hands on deck. Where your little crew at? Where your little white boy? Where Effie at? Like, if this gonna work, we need all hands on deck. Reek said, I didn't want him involved with this, but I hear you, Monet. We get this done. We'll get this work done. No, y'all, I'm thinking to myself, you're not gonna get this work done. Because y'all plan is just stupid to begin with. I wouldn't even intercepted him at that church.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I would have lured his ass out there to Staten Island. I'd be like, yo, you called me out here to Staten Island, but ain't nothing out here for me. Like, what you called me out here for? Like, I would have tried to flip it back on Carter, where Carter was like, yo, you know, I need to go out here to Staten Island. Tariq didn't get the job. The rest didn't get the job done. And then y'all could have got the drop on him there. All y'all could have ran down on him there at Staten Island and left him there at the abandoned amusement park to rot. Effie was like, oh, we can't do this. This is a cop. Brady was like, this is a cop. And Tariq was like, what are y'all tripping about? We've done worse. And Brady talking about, have we? Yeah, y'all unalive the FBI agent at y'all school.
I was about to say, y'all already unalive the FBI agent.
Y'all unalive the FBI agent at y'all school and got out of it.
Yep.
Right.
You've unalive
Exactly,
Ray.
Dexter.
Now
I'm
all of a
sorry.
sudden you got a conscience about dropping a cop? He's like, he's a dirty cop with a badge. What are y'all tripping about?
Exactly.
Like, that was stupid.
That's what I was like. I'm like, why are we having conversations about unnecessary shit? Like,
yeah, that was stupid.
Exactly, Dexter. I hate to keep bringing up the same stuff I already said. Dexter said Ghost got arrested for one fingerprint. These characters have fingerprints everywhere. Y'all pull people's teeth out to try to cover up who was in the car with no gloves. Y'all had fingerprints just everywhere.
I said that when they
but that's different when you burning up a vehicle.
Dude.
That's different when you burning up a vehicle. Like, your fingerprints ain't about to be left when you burning up a vehicle.
When Braden unalive the one
whatever.
Dude, I was like, they left fingerprints everywhere, and they should have got caught for that.
I knew this caper right here wasn't gonna work. I knew this caper right here wasn't gonna work. I knew it.
It was way too many layers to this.
Davis, you flying close to the sun, sir. You flying real close to the sun, bro.
So I have a question for all of y'all, because I was confused only on this scene as to why she rushed Davis so much. Because, like, he's handling the paperwork to make everything look legit, so she has to read it over and sign it. I was confused and lost as to why she was rushing Davis. Like, I don't have time to look at this right now. Because it's like, yeah, it's still your wedding, but you still need this paperwork done to make everything for you to look legit. So I was lost why she was rushing him.
I think it was something in the storyline. This is just my assumption, because I had a question. I had that same question. And I think it's gonna, like, as we go into the last episode, we're gonna find out, I don't know, maybe Cane plays unalive, or whatever the case may be. But she's gonna still try to get in on these government contracts and realize, oh, I didn't sign the paperwork or do what I needed to do because I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on and off my new husband's mother.
Okay, so I have a little bit of different perspective on this. I feel like this could have been the lick right here. This could have been a lick that they were all in on right here, because without Noma signing these documents, her assets are not protected.
Oh, when it all goes to Cane.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, to me, I feel like the come up would have been, okay, Noma, don't sign these papers. Davis doesn't file these papers. In all reality, to be quite honest with you, if you want to really keep it a buck, Davis should not be able to file these papers for her anyway, because his law license is suspended. So he should not be acting in the capacity of a lawyer. So
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say it though.
Documents should be official.
That's true, but
like if they would have planned this out the right way, they were like, yo, we get access, we get access to all her money and her business. Like, this was the lick, this was the come up right here. If we planning this scheme out, there would be no papers for Noma to sign.
I mean, that's true, but I think it's also he probably has somebody dirty to do it.
We're gonna get paid. Go ahead, Fresh.
No, I was just saying, I think he probably just had somebody dirty to do it, like the other, what was it? I don't even remember the dude's name.
The other chick that was representing him, Perla,
probably to get him to do it. Or he could have got
he has to be licensed though. Like he actually can't give her the paperwork. He has to be licensed. He has to be a representative of the court.
Yep.
Isn't his although we haven't seen her since what, I don't know, episode 2, that one attorney that he had, she was licensed. She wasn't suspended.
Yeah, but he stopped.
But he can't do it. Davis can't touch the paperwork. It can't be in Davis' possession. Like, especially when you're dealing with monetary legalities, like it can't be in Davis' possession.
But I mean, they wouldn't have known that. Davis dirty, so he would have figured out some way to have Shorty like here.
I feel like this was the missed opportunity right here. Perla Tanaka, thank you, DeMarcus. I feel like this was the shout out to the 108 people in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for us, please.
Word.
I feel like this was their opportunity for them to really set themselves up for a come up.
Quintessential.
Davis ain't got no license back. He's having his disbarment hearing next week. I
mean, who knows in the Power universe this whole season? We ain't seen Jack, so who knows? Like this dude
scene
right
was
here.
another scene right here. They could have kept. They could have kept this. If they were going to do what they did, they could have kept this. Go ahead, Really B.
No, I was just agreeing with you. I was like, yeah, and like I said in my review, none of us care. Like nobody cares about none of this. Like Davis catching a body means nothing. The season's over next week. Like the series, you know what I mean? Nobody cares about Davis catching a body. Like it doesn't. Who cares?
Okay, so Really B, again, I can agree with you wholeheartedly on everything you say, but I still got to play that other side again. That's why they call it the devil, right? So I think they did this because they're trying to show that even though Davis, let me get out the way so we can get Monet's programming in. But I think that although Davis shows that like, oh, I'm professional, I have this law degree, I went to school, we can't forget that he's the one that his brother took a body for him and went to jail. So I think they're just, the whole point of them doing this is showing like he's not, we all know he's corrupt, but then what we see later is basically like he's not above Tariq or anybody else that he's working with. He's just as dirty.
But this nervous tapping on the steering wheel while he drives,
right? But that's what they didn't make him.
He don't want to do it. He don't want to do it. Of course.
But I thought that was his assignment, though. I thought that was the assignment that he was given.
You think so? I don't think.
I think he called an audible when Noma went and talked with him about the paperwork. Because I think he was supposed. Because remember when they was in the hallway, he was supposed to.
Noma.
Okay,
gotcha.
This was an audible that he called. But I still didn't get the point of unaliving dude. I didn't get the point at all why he felt he had the need to unalive dude.
Well, he had no choice because the when he pulled the weapon out, which I thought the guy that was riding with him was stupid. You didn't see him pull the strap out and cock it and load the chamber.
Nope.
You didn't see him when he got out.
He did it from the driver's side of the car, but still, he should have seen some kind of motion where that would have alerted him. And then you parked in the middle of nowhere. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you didn't park in this park or parking lot or wherever you parked at, and it's just like, oh yeah, get out the car.
I'm with you.
You should already knew something was up.
Marvin, you made good points because Effie realized when Tariq had her in that car and he was taking her somewhere remote, and she said, "Oh, she realized something quick." So yeah, he should have.
But he did too, though. He did because he said he was like, "The Russians don't hang out here. What are we doing out here?" He was like, "Oh, this is the last place we heard that the Russians were at, or whatever." So Buddy knew what was up, and when because he said, "I knew it," when he pulled a weapon out on him. Davis had to unalive him because he attacked him. I mean, he had no choice.
That scene don't make sense though.
He was probably gonna give him one to the back of the noodle anyway, because hey, look, we're going here.
No, I think he was just gonna leave him out there.
See, folks, this I'll wait till we get to the other scene. And then
again, it don't make sense though. He's supposed to be the head of security for this global empire. And
exactly.
Again, the adults in this series act like kids with no experience and what they're hired to do. Like the whole series, I'm not just this season. Everybody in this series, all the adults act like unexperienced kids and everything they're hired to do. Like, You're the head of security for a global empire. You could have sent somebody else with Davis.
All I'm gonna say is he used those forearms very well, and I've learned some of those exercises he do on Tycal Athletics. Because his forearms, boy, he put him to sleep.
Man ain't nothing to play with, yo. He is a beast.
Choke you out.
I see why he want to play
Bishop
in the X-Men live movie. I see why he want to play Bishop
out.
in the X-Men live movie because
them forearm exercises, man.
He ain't playing with y'all.
Gotta protect your neck.
Man, what you talking about? You better protect your neck.
Protect your neck.
He snuffed old boy out and snapped his neck. I was like, man. His reaction is what the whole scene I could have been okay with if we did not have this reaction. This reaction, like, oh my god, I don't like
CG, I agree with you on that because before he was a lawyer, he was somebody from the streets.
Yeah,
so
he was
for him to see something, right? So for him to act like that, it's like, wait a minute, I thought
he had no caught body, right, Jack? He had no caught body already. So this reaction, they could have left that out. They could have left that part out. That reaction,
they could have left this out.
Yeah, that was
I didn't understand it because you pulled the strap on him before y'all had this whole tussle. So what was you gonna do with the strap?
What was you gonna do?
Go jump in the water?
Yes.
Yeah, go jump in the river.
That was gonna go away after you pulled the strap on him. Like, you know what? I was just playing. Nah, you got to go all the way with it.
Yeah, you had to go all the way regardless.
Yeah,
you had to go all the way regardless.
He said
I was all the way back to Staten Island.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's crazy.
It was a joke. Haha.
Right.
Unless he was just gonna leave old boy out there.
It was a joke. Haha.
That would have been foolish too.
Nah, he should have at least pistol whipped him or something and knocked him out or something like that. That okay, I could see that.
Nah, at that point you gotta unalive him.
Yeah, you gotta unalive him. He's dirty anyway, so unalive him.
He gotta go.
Yeah, see the purpose of the scene was him to prevent the security guard from alerting Noma that the Russians had not made it back from Staten Island. Agree, Michelle. Agree with that. At this wedding, y'all, Cane really, really feel like this is his wedding day for real. I thought they were gonna start playing Vesta Williams. Congratulations.
Let that man be great. Let that man be great.
And Effie was gonna be standing there at the watching Cane marry Noma. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Cane ain't even got no best man up there with him. Drew should have been there as his best man or something. Cane ain't got nobody up there with him.
That's why he was worried about if somebody was coming or not.
Yeah. Cane,
gonna be at my wedding?
Man.
Cane never knew his role, and that's the sad part, man.
Well, Monet tried to tell him all season, but the problem is her delivery. She was so harsh with him. She was so rough with him. She called him stupid and dumb and all that stuff. But really, Monet could have gotten through to him about Noma if her delivery would have been a little bit different. But the fact that she was just so, insulting towards him, he was like, yo, I got to do my own thing. Cane trying to do his own thing, thinking that he's protecting everyone by getting in bed with Noma. Like, no, you're not. All she doing is using
you. Made exactly. She ultimately became Monet without the bloodline. She's putting the battery in your back, telling you, "Oh, you don't need your mom love. You moving. You
don't need your mother love.
Are you on your own men?
You're a big boy, love.
Man? Yeah, you're a big boy. Get off your mom's tet and move forward. And ultimately,
but actually, to Noma's defense, this was not her idea. This was his idea. It
was for sure. It was for sure. But prior to this, Noma was having him move almost in the direction that she wanted to, outside of the pissing contest that he had with when he got into that fight. Outside of that, she pretty much put the battery in his back and was having to move in any direction that she wanted to. Cut your moms out and let's move forward and let me move you the way I want you to move.
Don't even get me started about this apex predator. Don't get me started. I'm not gonna get started. I'm so fucking
don't get me
tired.
started.
I am so fucking tired. I'm been tired. I'm an apex predator. I'm Tariq St. Patrick.
Don't get me. I threw my water bottle already. I ain't got nothing else.
Goofy ass.
Threw my water bottle already.
Okay.
Noma.
CG love that part. I'm Tariq St. Patrick.
Y'all know that video gonna be my meme now. From now on, I'm gonna send that meme out.
I saved it on my phone too.
I'm gonna run that video. Y'all gonna be so tired of me sending that video in our group chat. I'm gonna send that video.
He sent that meme to me at least a good 5 times yesterday.
Every time you get to fussing about something, I'm gonna send that meme. Shout out to the 114 people in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channels. We
absolutely, Dexter. Tariq has to drop some bars on you before he go ahead and unalive you. Absolutely.
And who is these random people at Noma wedding? These people don't care nothing about her.
Ain't from Nigeria. I told you, bro. Hey, yo, this is
Nigeria. Who from Nigeria? Who from Nigeria?
I thought they were from Ghana.
This pink person right here ain't from Nigeria.
It could. Well, that's probably a bodyguard.
Man, a body party is what it was. It was a whole body party.
Oh, Sierra body party.
Yep, Noma's a body party.
She is.
She's a body party.
Y'all are terrible.
Ain't no terrible. How we terrible? Ain't no terrible. How we terrible? Every episode, she don't been to bed with somebody.
If I could sing, I would
y'all drug carry though. Y'all drug carry all through there though. Y'all drug carry all through there. But y'all ain't gonna give it to Noma?
Whoa.
Y'all ain't gonna give it to Noma?
No,
I told you from day one.
Let's be clear. I never drug Carrie because I thought she was a hoe. She told us she was a hoe.
Excuse me.
She told us she was a hoe.
Excuse me, really?
She told us she was a hoe.
But she was messing with the kind of prepubescent, like underage type of men.
The professor, Zeke, David.
And Noma is knocking down Cane, who's old enough to be her son. So what's your point?
Didn't she do Take Two?
Tate?
Didn't Carrie?
She didn't do nothing with Tate. We talking about Noma.
I don't think she ever did Tate now.
We talking about Noma. We ain't talking about Carrie. Noma has been community. You know what? Just like Monet said she was.
Community property.
She's been community property. She has been community property. She was community property in this episode. ... Hey, Otto's looks was everything in this scene right here. Otto's like, why am I here? She's like, I want to be anywhere but here. Aya looks so disgusted. She's like, Mama, are you really gonna marry this fool? Oh, that was so funny.
Exactly, Xavier.
But hold on, the thing about it is,
at the same time,
see, I don't want to talk about it because I know we're gonna get into the preview, but
she was knocking down 2 men at the same time, and she ran through Mecca too. So I mean, no saint.
This is true.
Hey, I know Uncle Phil feeling some kind of way when Davis was digging his wife out. Yeah, that's right, Lady V. All you looking like gross ball.
Nah, I thought she didn't say it was gross. I thought it was because of how their culture, and when Cane grabbed the brother and to dap him up and hug him, because the brother was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? That scene to me was hilarious because it was just like, what's going on? It was one of them joints like if y'all ever watch Wayne Brothers, how Marlon will always do to somebody, how he will always dap him up and do all that. That scene to me was hilarious. So that's how I looked at it. And Anya was like, oh, this is the help. Like, she's really marrying the help. Like, this is what it is.
I hope y'all bought this house that y'all rented for this wedding, because y'all don't tore up these people's estate. Y'all don't tore up these people's estate. Y'all bullets everywhere. Okay, we got the cousins. There go Miss Janet, Tracy. There go Janet. But they showed her in two different settings, because they showed her sitting here with Bronze and the other cousins, but they also showed her sitting next to Drew and Diana too.
Yeah, it's right after this. It's right after that.
No, it wasn't me. It was Nels that said she didn't see her. I saw her when she was next to Drew and Diana.
Yeah, she was sitting next to Drew and Diana too. So I'm like, damn, she.
Yeah,
see that? See there? She go right there.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Right after the nuptials.
Yeah, after the nuptials. Yep. And it was almost like
Definitely Diana.
Looked in this direction like she was looking for Monet. Did y'all feel like that's what she was looking for?
Say that again.
When she looked in this direction, when she looked down past Diana, it's almost like she was looking for Monet to be sitting there.
Yeah. I thought for sure. I thought they was going to show
what's the reason?
Cane was going to look.
Saying that they were all on the same row.
I thought Cane was going to look because Cane kept saying like, "No, Monet's coming to the wedding." So I thought they were going to show Cane looking and realizing that Monet didn't come to the wedding. Yeah, that she didn't come.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this church, why they need all the security. And Effie went in there and tased the security guard. I have a whole issue with this scene. I have a whole entire issue with this scene.
Bro.
Like, what was y'all purpose of being there?
No.
Run it up.
Just to watch Brayden take a bump.
But the fact when y'all saw that Tariq was in trouble, y'all just stood there and watched. Y'all didn't
they could have went in there at night. They could have went in there and nighted Carla real quick.
Maybe they weren't armed.
The same thing she just did to
they weren't armed.
The same thing she just did to the security guard, she could have did to Carter.
Man, they hit that security guard with that taser quick.
Carter had.
Thank you, Three. Carter had the pow because.
But y'all are forgetting that they also had the element of surprise. They could have crept up behind Carter when he was yoking Tariq up. They could have crept up behind him, tased him, just like they did.
We talking about crazy ass Carter, bro.
Right. We're talking about Jack.
And then Brayden is high as a kite, so it wouldn't have been no sneaking.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, I get it. Jack of Jordan's is a little crazy, but
a little bit.
It's three of them. It's three of them to him. They could have
took him. I understand what you're saying, but I think that they were like, okay. Let's think about this. They looking on camera. They're like, if we go to him and we see his weapon out, to Fresh's point, that doesn't make sense because he's a decorated cop. If they get unalive, nobody's going to say anything. And they're going to be like, he was coming. Like, they're going to believe him, obviously. So,
again, they had the element of surprise on their side. They could have created a diversion, something. They could have done something to distract Carter, at the very least, to let Tariq get away. Y'all sitting here watching your boy getting yoked up. Y'all see?
I think they were just scared in the situation because the writer set the stage for them when it was at the warehouse. Like they were against the whole thing with the cops, like Effie and Brayden. Like Tariq literally had to talk him into it and convince him. So the writers really set the stage for it. So they were just freaking out in the back room. They didn't know what to do.
That's true.
Thank you, Zoe.
That's true, Zoe. I'll give you that.
And that's not the first time. That's not the first time.
This is the thing that Nails was talking about.
And again, they're college kids, and we're having them do adult.
Don't miss me with that. We don't see Tariq drop bodies left and right, and this scenario doesn't apply to him. Oh, they're just college kids. That didn't stop them from pulling off any of the other murders that they've committed.
I'll give you that.
No, with Brayden high ass, they weren't sneaking up on nobody.
Yeah,
Brayden would have
let
Tariq go.
Ray would have heard him coming. Ray was an experienced dirty cop, and he still got the drop on him.
I mean, but he did it without Brayden though. He didn't do it with Brayden.
Yeah, I wouldn't have Brayden there at all. But y'all talk all that shit about Brayden, but Brayden always come through and say today though. Yeah, I'm like whoever said he should have put two in him right here. He should have put two in him right here, and then went around and pulled the curtain back and finished him off. Like Rock said, give him two to the chest and one where he used to think at. When he pulled that curtain back, it should have been the one where he used to think at.
Okay, I can agree with that.
When he put right here, that's when he should have got the one where he used to think at. He should have already gave him the two through the other side. And he should have dropped them right there. I'm like, really, B. There's just too much talking going on. That's what
he shouldn't even open. He shouldn't even open the curtain. He should have just slid it in there and just man.
Nah,
where he messed
no
up.
miss.
I would have dropped them through the confessional.
Think about the phone that Carter has information about Tariq and him unaliving Zion.
Okay, hold on, Retro, before you get into it, because I know you're about to bring it up. If you ever take somebody, you never have them face you. So this was a rookie mistake right here. He got the drop on Carter, got the strap on him. You never have the person that you're about to take face you. So I knew immediately right there, and I was like, oh yeah, Carter's gonna knock that strap out of his hand.
He did. He distracted him though. He threw him off, but like Really B said, he gave him too much time to talk. I understand we got useful information out of it, but I don't even care about that at that point, because once he dropped that bomb on him about I guess you like the unalive drug dealers in the Bronx.
I don't think a lot of people caught that. Me and Retro caught that immediately. From the last episode when they unalived that the cokehead dude, him and Braden.
Now, when I went back and rewatched the scene, I'm kind of going back off of that, because originally I thought it was okay. Is that L don't told that they dropped her dealer? Or is that saying that Zion was in the Bronx? And that's
I think they remember that dude that was in the laundromat.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna always go back to that dude that was in the laundromat when they came live Steve last week.
Yeah, the dude in the laundromat spoke up and said, "Yeah, I saw 2 kids." That's how I look at it.
Okay, but even still, that's what really threw Tariq off, was when he started talking. And that distracted Tariq long enough for him to get the gun out. It reminded me of that scene where Ghost snatched the gat out of Sean's hand and told him, "Go!"
Hey, this part really had me laughing though. He said, "Oh, in the church? Yeah, you definitely going to hell." That part had me dying, man. So
see right here, this is Tariq. You get an F. Because of you not completing your assignment, you allowed Carter to have the ability to call Noma and alert her. But see, this is why I feel like Effie and Braden could have slipped up behind him at this point before he
handled it.
And zapped
and handled the business.
Yes,
but that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
though,
did any of you guys think back to the letter that Ghost wrote Tariq when he was sitting in the jail cell? When y'all saw him marching him out with them handcuffs on, when Carter was marching him out with them handcuffs, I instantly went back to that letter that Ghost wrote him when he said, "You right where you need to be, little nigga."
Yep. Right here, Noma gets the call, and I feel like at some point y'all should, because Effie even said that she tried calling Davis and he didn't get an answer. Like at some point y'all should have sent Drew, Diana, somebody a text letting them know that the plan was the mission didn't go through. Like, so somebody could have a plan B. Yeah, you didn't give them enough warning that there was going to be trouble. You know, look at Anya, little snotty ass sitting up there over there on that couch. She's like, "Anya, can I have a moment with your uncle, please?" She do. I have a problem.
We have a problem.
Like, yo, let's take them all out.
We have a tidbit. We have a tidbit of a problem.
Tariq does deserve handcuffs and a needle. I agree with that. Me personally, I don't see how he walks out of this season with a happy ending.
He's Tariq St. Patrick. That's how.
He's Tariq St. Patrick.
Hey, yo, y'all beat me to it. I was about to say it.
He's Tariq St. Patrick. He walking up out of here. What
I was about to say it.
That's right.
For real. And the only thing he even suffered was an ass whooping from K. He walking out of here.
No, I don't think he walks.
I do.
I don't
think when we get to
walking
it.
out.
He ain't walking. He ain't walking nowhere but to the prison cell.
Y'all didn't see that. I don't know if y'all heard.
He said he ain't walking nowhere but to a prison cell.
Him and Braden were talking about. Him and Braden were talking about in real life how they were like really trying to shop like ideas like in continuation to other like networks now that they have the Studio 50. So that's not like they're not. I don't think we're not gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see Braden or Tariq leave.
Not die. Die. The characters are not going to die. I don't think the characters are going to die.
Yeah.
So this is the scene that y'all were talking about right here, where Effie warns or tells Monet that everything didn't go right.
Yeah.
She leaves there in a hurry, like she's getting ready to go. And I argued with Fresh about this. I had to go back and watch.
Yep.
I argued with Fresh about this. She leaves hurriedly to go try to see about rescuing Cane, but somehow, somewhere along the way, she found time to go put a new wig on and a new dress.
When we get to that scene, I'm going in.
I'm sorry, y'all. This scene right here, I had an issue with as well. Carter didn't see that car riding behind him at a fast rate speed.
You're not by yourself, because I was trying to figure that out myself. I was like, yo, how you don't? I'm trying to figure out where even Braden even got this Impala SS from. Number one,
it's nice too.
It is,
man. He tore that joint up though, man.
I was so
Carter car. That SS ain't take no damage. You know them were tanks. You should know that boy.
I had two that was a 95 Impala.
Were a tank.
They had the joint on the whatchamacallit.
But I wanted one of those so bad. Still do.
I was still
pissed.
Let's
go half on it.
Yeah, let's go half on one. We'll share it. We'll share it 6 months.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out one.
There you go.
Yep.
Where Braden get an Impala SS from?
I guess it's a stolen whip.
2, same thing you said, Retro. I was like, yo, you don't realize that this big black Impala, because the Impala is not small. I'm like, you don't realize this big black Impala is following you for the longest time?
At a high rate of speed.
At a high rate of speed. Like at some point, you should have realized, like, yo, you this decorated officer. You should have been like, yo, what the hell's going on? Like, yo, this is following us. So I didn't understand this whole thing. So that was one of my joints. So I was just like, yo, how does writing come in? Because we haven't seen Braden's car since what, episode 2 when they covered up the bins.
He sold it, remember?
Yep. Yeah, they never showed him buying that car. That's his first time driving it. They never even showed that car in the background, nothing. Like, Impala SS just pop up.
But in a 95 at that, like, you know how rare that joint is? Like, it's rare for you to find a 95 or even a 96 Impala. Them Impalas in general is rare to find. All of a sudden, you got an Impala. Like, come on.
Listen, why didn't they use this as an opportunity to take out Carter? This was their way to get rid of him right here.
Right.
That's true.
Because they're not smart. They're college kids.
They're not smart. They could have
taken he's a cop. They didn't want to.
Well,
when they're in the hangar, Tariq got to convince him.
They could have gotten his phone. They could have got free Tariq and left his ass there. Right there.
I agree.
The fact that they took him away to that abandoned warehouse was just pointless. This was their way of eliminating him right there and made it look like it was an accident.
Yep.
They could have planted work in the car. They could have done, like Really B said, they could have set him up so many different ways. This way right here, I would.
If he's there, they don't need the work. If he's with them, they don't need the work. Effie has the evidence. They don't need no work. If he's with them.
No, I'm just talking about if they wanted to just flush out the narrative that he was a dirty cop, put drugs in the trunk of the car. You know, they could have staged this scene to make it look like he had an accident, you know, and unalive him. You know, there are just so many ways they could have dealt with Carter right here in this moment. This was a moment of opportunity for them that they did not take. Instead, they pushed Carter over to the passenger seat, drove his car to the warehouse, and left Tariq ass laid outside by the car.
That scene was funny.
That's crazy that they would do that. That's crazy work. Crazy work. And Tariq lay here, what do you guys do?
Right.
What you couldn't get done, we got it done. What you couldn't get done.
I thought the same thing. How did Carter not die from that crash? How did he?
Yeah, that should have been like he should have got like impaled in the face or head or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, he should have been out of here.
And to your point, Retro, that would have been a perfect cover up, but that's why they didn't do it.
Yeah. They could have got rid of him. They could have ended their Carter problems right there. But you know, we had to drag this plot on out. We need to keep Carter alive now because we got to figure out how we're gonna get this evidence out of him. Whatever. At last, we're at the wedding reception. Noma forces Cane to make a choice. It's either me or Monet. And Kane's like, what are you talking about? And that's when they start the money dance. And they start throwing money at him. Now, this is the only time I felt like Noma was a boss. Noma was a boss in this scene right here.
I love this scene.
She owned it. She owned it in this one. She was like, look around the room, love. Your family. Cane started looking about. He sees his brother and sister get yoked up. He sees cousins them get yoked up. And then they rush him away to the basement and tie him up. And I'm like, Cane, you should have just played it close. Like,
I was trying to figure out how they even did that at a wedding, though. Like, for me, like I've worked.
He said for me.
I mean, because I've DJ'd as well as my actual job. I've done Nigerian weddings. Like, it's almost, I don't want to say impossible, but it's not that easy to rush off the bride and groom off of the dance floor like that.
Yeah, because everybody's always at the reception. Everybody wants to get time with the bride and groom.
Yeah.
And the way you said with the money joint, like, yo, they would have been like, yo, okay, hold on, where the bride and groom go?
Yeah, because it's for them. I thought that was for them.
Yeah, because at our
who you
wedding,
putting money on?
At my wedding, they were pinning money on us. Like people would come up to you and pin the money on you. They would throw some at you, but then you had people that would come up and pin dollar bills and stuff on you too. But that's too far down the rabbit hole. We ain't gonna go down that far. We way too far down the rabbit hole to think that was gonna make any sense. But I guess my better question is, I go back to Dexter's comment. The Zion video hurts Carter too. Because remember, it was an off the books safe house.
Oh, great point.
And Carter was the one that called for the hit.
Yeah, but Carter could have covered that up easily because it was off the books.
Yeah. The only way they would have knew Carter had set it up if Zion was still alive and told him and showed him evidence from his phone or something. But other than that,
I have an issue with this scene right here.
Thank you.
Did Monet have a scope on what was that? A Glock? Or was it a 9mm? Was it
it was a Beretta.
That was a Beretta, bro.
Beretta 9mm with a silencer
and no scope.
No scope.
She's a sniper from a distance, taking out cats.
This was my whole thing. The entire thing leading up to when we get to that scene. I'm like, yo, you're not about to make me believe that was three dudes. I'm almost sure she shot 6 times. So right there, I know a Beretta holds
15.
Thank you. I was about to say, thank you, M2. Thank you. I was going to say they hold 15 in the clip. So that's 6 minus 15. So y'all do the math and let me know how she had all these bullets left. Okay, there's another one. So that makes what?
I'm just talking about the precision shooting from a distance.
If you ever fired a Beretta before, they stupid accurate.
They are, but
they're extremely accurate.
But bruh, come on, M2. You and me know at some point this is 7. So how many joints she got left in her clip? It is not an extended clip.
No, that's not 7. That's 8. She shot him twice.
Bam.
Okay, can I say something that y'all not gonna like? Can I say something y'all not gonna like?
Go ahead, Really.
This happens in every action movie, every detective movie.
It does.
Like they just shoot bullets.
It does.
50,000 bullets in one chamber. Like that's what they do. Like
I say the same thing, but I say the same thing during those movies. It was just like this for this thing. It was just so noticeable because
Really,
it was just like she never put this strap down at all.
My issue is we haven't.
It's only noticeable to people like y'all. People like me, it's not noticeable. It's not that serious.
That was very noticeable to me.
I was gonna say, Really B, how do you know how many rounds and things it has?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a gun person, so it's only noticeable to people that really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not noticeable to me because I don't know nothing about all of this.
Oh yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
You know a lot about it.
He said she is
not. You know a lot about it. You took weapons.
She's a ball.
Yeah, I ain't never said I did that. That's y'all. I don't do those things. So I don't know what you're talking about.
She don't get her hands dirty.
Oh my goodness.
She let the soldiers do that. She let the soldiers handle that.
She said that's lower level work.
No, some part in her
goodness,
her career in her career, in her journey as being a queen king, she's had to tote weapons before. Yep.
I don't know nothing about no weapons. I do not.
Okay. The fact that Monet is this precision shooter, I guess, is what I'm stuck on. She's a great shooter. That's all I can say. She got great shooter.
He says she's a great shooter.
She was John Wick. In this episode.
Yes.
Yeah, she was definitely. She was John Wick. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give y'all the John Wick.
She was definitely with it.
Especially, I was fine. I was fine until the dude came down the stairs with the automatic weapon, and she was able to take him out. I was like, okay, that's a little far fetched. That's a little bit of a stretch. And then she ran up on the Salim looking guy. I'm sorry, y'all. This is Salim recasted. This is Salim
recasted. She walked in the mud like, I got a hostage.
she put a Dre on him, though. You remember when Dre did that with old dude? Dre did that in OG Power. He used somebody as a human shield.
Human shield, bro.
You should have held on to him a little bit longer. Yo, Noma got to go. She got to leave from here next week.
Yeah.
She got to leave from here next week because I believe Noma put some of them shots in Monet.
Oh, of course.
Noma put some of them shots in Monet.
Oh, both her and her brother. But this scene right here, remember, Retro, me and you, we spoke about it, where Cane was talking to her and was saying like how he grew up on the streets. And it kind of alluded to something happened to him on those streets, and Monet had his back. But me and Retro were trying to figure out what it was that happened, because he said to her like, "Yo, you growing up out here in these streets, like she's the only person that ever had my back." So
it implied that someone bothered him.
Yeah.
It implied that someone bothered him because he said you got people out here in these streets that want to do things to kids.
Yep.
Go ahead, Trees.
Okay, so can I want to say that I thought about that as well, and I think what he was saying was people do things to kids. If you're a kid on the streets and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how you maneuvering, and you just, as we know, Kane's personality to just be out here and think he knows everything and can't nobody tell him nothing. And Monet probably had to save his ass a lot of the times, which is why this whole episode, and I think I told you, Retro, it comes full circle, because it's like that's why Lorenzo didn't trust him. That's why she didn't trust him. That's why the brothers and sisters, he does what he wants to do. And I think that on the street, Monet probably had to save his ass a lot of times, whether that be figuratively or just him getting unalived. I think that Monet has been there for him, and because he makes bad decisions.
I could see that.
I think there is a combination of that, but going back to his specific comments, I do believe that Cane was in a situation that he was inappropriately touched, and Monet took that person out, and that's why he became so loyal to his mother, because his mother, always had his back. Going further beyond what you're saying, I think that's what I wish they would have showed us that in those flashbacks.
Yeah, that would have been
those flashbacks where they show where Drew was the one that had to take out Monet's handler when she was going to try to pick up the work. I wish that would have been Cane instead of Drew, and Drew would have been the one that got touched, and Cane been the one that had to take his first body to protect his mom. I wish they would have shown us a little bit more of that in the flashbacks. The flashbacks were great, but remember, they only showed us flashbacks of Cane being in a high chair.
Could have had a flashback scene right here.
Yes,
that would be perfect.
When she was waiting behind the door,
that would have been
perfect.
Behind
the door, they should have showed us a flashback of her and Cane.
Yes, a whole flashback scene.
That would have answered our questions right there.
That would have answered.
They wanted to show us boxes. They wanted to show us Tariq kicking boxes, man. They wanted to show us Tariq kicking boxes.
And David Choco, security guard. They want to show us that when they could have gave us that flashback here fresh. I agree with that.
You're right.
That would have been dope. So now we would have seen why Cane was so loyal to Monet.
Man, I knew right here. I ain't even gonna lie.
Man,
y'all got to do this.
I was getting worried.
Hey, bro.
Ooh, all right, y'all.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. This joint had me.
This was hard for me.
My eyes was about to start. My eyes started sweating.
Your eyes are sweating.
Go ahead and cue the music, Boys the Men.
She did this right here.
When she took that breath, she made that
choice
choice right there. That it's either me or Cane. When she heard Noma say, "Shoot him," she knew she had no choice. Can I tell y'all something?
This is what I told Retro. I said, "This is
this was hard for me.
This is how it comes full circle for me. This is what I took it as. Her kids have been begging her for her to put them before the business. When we saw the first situation where her and Cane and her telling her she loved him, and that's when I realized, that's why I said that was the foreshadowing, because we see her, she knows absolutely that she's probably going to take some licks and she's going to do it for her kids. And I said, this is a full circle moment because Monet did what she wanted. What they wanted her to do this whole season of Ghost was to put them first ahead of anything else. And that was a full mother's love moment. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make it like sentimental, but to me, that's what it was. I was like, you better, Monet. She went out there and took them shots like she was in Set It Off. And I was here for it.
She was Cleo from Set It Off.
Right. And I,
you know, it was a foreshadow in the episode when Janet was on the phone with Diana and she's like, what do I look like, Miss Cleo? I thought about that. When we got to this scene. I was like, damn, she went out just like Cleo did.
Right. And I told you, I think, and y'all, I ain't count, but in my opinion, I think she took about 4 shots, which would it be enough for her kids? Don't get me wrong, because we gotta include Zeke. So therefore, I think she took about 4 shots. They was just in the right places that took her out. That's just y'all can go back and count. I ain't doing that. But
I was mad at Drew and Diane. I was like, where y'all at? Where are y'all? Where are y'all?
Broke me down, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, wait. Man, listen.
Cane broke me down. Cane was bruh.
Man, Cane.
That's what I said. My eyes are sweating.
You never seen that much. You have never seen that much hurt in Cane any one of these seasons. Any one of them.
Woody did that. He did that.
Woody did that.
Now this is Denzel. Now this is a Denzel. Yeah.
Yes, you better fresh. That was a Denzel.
That's Denzel. Moment. He played this because, bruh, he pulled it out of me. I was like, yeah, my eyes about to start sweating. I was wait. I had to put it on mute. I couldn't listen. No more.
Oh yeah, that weight. Woo.
That brought me back to watching my mom pass.
Bruh.
And that helpless feeling. And the fact that he laid there and watched the whole thing go down, and he was just powerless. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't even get to her because he was tied up. That right there, I don't know if that was as sad as the fact that her last words were "my babies."
Oh my God, bro! When she said that, that's when I literally hit the mute button. I was like, "Yeah, I can't hear nothing else." I couldn't hear nothing else. I was like,
"Yeah, I'm about to crash dummies. Y'all too late now. Y'all mom gone. She gone. She gone." And he was laying there just helpless, like, "Wait, it's gonna be okay. Don't go. She gone.
Damn.
She gone.
Damn, I gotta get myself together real quick.
Ooh.
But I really thought that Noma was going to come back and finish the job. I really thought they were going to finish the job on Cane, but they went ahead and got on up out of there. I was like, oh man, Monet is gone. But I had said it last week. I told y'all last week, it's time for a major character to go. I figured that Monet would probably be one of the first to go, because if this wasn't the last season, all the complaints about the budget and everything, I knew that she had the highest salary. She had the highest wardrobe. You know, I felt like it would have made sense to get rid of her character because
let me ask you,
they would save money.
Xavier made a good point in the comments. Do you think, because I know we talked about it, do you think it's a Tariq thing? Like, is it Tariq's fault, or is it Kane's fault?
You know me, I'm gonna always blame it on Tariq. Okay. I think it is Tariq's fault because he didn't finish the job.
I don't even think it's Tariq. Okay. I have a question for y'all. So one thing, because it was something that my little sister pointed out. When she first bursted in, where was that automatic strap that she had when she shot it? Where did that go? Like, I almost feel like when I watched this scene, I feel like there could have been easily another way she could have saved Kane. Like, where did that automatic strap go? When she first bursted in, you see an automatic strap just go off, and then it goes out into nowhere.
Oh, that was the one.
She still got one with
the shooting at her. He had the automatic.
That was when she had the guy with the human shield.
When she had the guy with the human shield, she shot off with an automatic strap.
Yeah, she threw that down, bro. That was empty.
No, she didn't have no automatic strap. She never put that
Beretta
down. No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Go back and watch it.
Go back and watch again. She shot at them. She shot at them with an automatic strap, bro.
That was her shooting boy gun that he was holding.
Point though, she could have picked that up the same way she picked up that other strap, because I was just like, yo, you still got this joint with a silencer, which wasn't going to get you nowhere.
I don't think he was in close proximity from where he landed at to where she was covered at, that she could have reached it. So
either way, this broke
me down. She had to go with what she had to go with.
I literally had to put it on mute. I couldn't hear no more. So
yeah, this was rough for me too. That my babies and that wait.
Man, my eyes were sweating.
Man, I couldn't believe my Monet is gone. Now y'all talk bad about Monet. Y'all said Monet was the worst mother in power. She might have been, but she did love her kids.
Monet. She looked good.
She loved her kids. She had tough love. She just had tough love.
Right.
She had tough love. Wait. Two gun Monet.
Yeah, it was like, bro, I just still feel like, bro, you could have eaten, and I get it, you know, you trying to save your son, but I just still felt like, yo.
Somebody said in the comments earlier that Cane should have played along to buy himself time where he could get free and get away from this situation. I agree with that too. Cane could have created a bit of a diversion by just playing along, but you know, he had to go out as a G. Man, F you. I ain't never turned against my mom. Like, he should have played it off.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's what he should have done, because he been talking shit about his mother. Like, it's not like he had been defending his mother all this time. Like, you've been talking like, man, fuck Monet. I ain't messing with Monet. Like, why all of a sudden? I mean, but again, I get it. They had that whole heartfelt moment, whatever. But yeah, I agree. He should have just played along, like, you know.
Well, I just am gonna say that God forbid the day comes that we have to have Rock Celebration of Life, I'm gonna really be hurt.
I am too. I'm gonna take that one real hard.
So hurt.
Man, oh my God, yeah, I can't even look at that joint. That joint right there, right? That joint had me. I was like, yeah. Let me just hit the fast forward. That joint had me in another space.
So, given the fact that Monet tried her best this season to redeem herself, she tried, and we should have saw this way before now, because if you look at back on season 4. It's been a redemption journey for her. She's been trying to put the family back together, trying to get the kids to forgive her. She's forgiving them. You know, so it's not to be not expected. I still don't think that she's the worst mom in power. She's on the list. She might rank number 5. She might rank top 5 on the list.
Don't do that, Xavier. She is Rock. Rock is the best mother to me. She is. I love Rock.
All right, who want to break this trailer down? Let's get into this trailer for next week.
Oh yeah, let's
get into our final episode, guys. It's our final episode.
Because I got some things.
Go ahead, Fresh. It's all yours.
So, all right, we can break it down. So, we see Tariq here as he is pointing a strap at none other than Detective Carter. And Detective Carter's like, yo, you know, how you gonna get out of here? How you gonna get out of this whole situation? Like, my team doesn't hear from me. You know, everybody's gonna come running. Like, so what you gonna do? Right here, I don't think this is Monet's body.
I think it is.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's Monet's body.
Jack and Joy is kidnapped.
Detective Connor said, if we're gonna bring him in, let's bring him in.
But I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that's Monet's body.
Who is it? What's the significance?
I think it's just because I just think it's a I think it's one of like the bodyguards or something, because it's just like, because it's like, yo, if this is Monet's body, why would they leave her? Like, why would they leave her there? Because as we see in the next clip, Drew is going to the police station. That's not what Drew had on when they shot it out with the Nigerians.
Right.
When they shot it out with Noma and them, that's not what he had on.
Yes, it is.
That's not. We can go back, bro. That's not what he had on. This is what Drew had on.
He had on a jacket.
This is what Drew had on.
That's not what he had on.
Damn. I can't even, I thought we had it. Drew had on
like he had on some kind of grayish thing.
Right here.
Yeah, he had on a whole gray joint.
No, he's dressed in all black.
Nah, he had on a gray joint.
Oh, you love. All right, I'm fine. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm fine.
But I'm saying like so I'm saying, yeah, see, he had on gray right there. There you go. He had on gray. Right there, he has on gray.
Yeah, in the elevator, the jacket he got on got a zipper in the front.
The joint he got on got a zipper. So I'm saying,
So
I'm thinking like, why would they stay? Why would they stay and wait for the police to come and take them in? I think this, if you go further into the preview, this is, and I could be wrong, but I think this is when him and Diana, they have their hands up at the airport.
Yo, if she ain't dropping next week, I feel like she's gonna escape though. I feel like she's gonna escape. I feel like she's gonna get back to Nigeria.
She out of here.
Nope.
She out of here.
With retro.
They just
out.
Go ahead.
She either out of here, or this is gonna be their way to catapult power into some kind of European series, and Cane is gonna be after her because Cane is about to turn into Goku Blue.
Nope. And that's what I've been saying. Remember, I told y'all
He
last
said nope.
week. But no, I'm saying this is what I said last week. This is what's going to roll over into that whole Power Europe overseas thing. Like, she's going to get away. I don't see her getting caught, because remember, she still got Detective Carter in her back pocket. Like, this is what's going to, whatchamacallit. Appreciate that, DeMarcus super chat. Monet going out to Hail Mary was priceless and phenomenal. Cane needs to go out to the song Gangsta's Paradise. Diana could smoke Anya. Nah, it would be pointless for Diana to smoke Anya though. What would be the point?
Yep.
It wouldn't make it really wouldn't make sense. So of course we know Cane is on revenge mode now. He see red. And we already heard from
I don't think it necessarily leaves a point other than the fact that Diana just want to get some revenge. Like, your mama killed my mama, I'm gonna kill you. So,
yeah. So this is where.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Retro. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying this is where I think where he's at the whole. I mean, at the
airport, the hangar.
Where he gets caught. That scene that we saw earlier. I think this is where Drew gets caught up because it's literally the same thing he has on.
Okay. Yeah, Monet was like a Tony Montana. You're right about that. I don't listen. If we get a international spinoff, I do not want it to be in the UK. I do not want it to be in Europe. It just seems no point for Noma to go there, because she already said she could go back there this season because she was under investigation from Labarney's unaliving.
That's right.
It would be a better setting for them to be in Nigeria.
I'm for it, so TSF could have to take a trip to the UK.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You know, everybody on the TSF panel got passport.
Right. Passport girl.
You know, we do international travel. You know, we with it. We with it.
Passport come out quick.
Come out real quick. I love international travel. Let's go. This I disagree with y'all on. Y'all think that Davis getting ready to get this license back. I think Davis is cooked. Done. Disbarment hearing. We found you guilty. You get no license back. There is nothing left for Davis. His wife don't divorce him. He don't lost all of his clients. He don't lost all of his employees. He don't lost his brother. There's just nothing left for the character. What purpose would it be for the character to stick around?
Because he hunching Noma. I think he's gonna
He ain't
turn.
hunching her no more. He ain't gonna hunch her no more.
Sure.
Why you think because they married they're gonna stop cheating?
Noma just took out Monet. Anybody that's riding with Monet is DOA. So you think Davis gonna go lay up with Monet, knowing that she don't took out Monet and that everybody trying to get a hit out on her? You see,
Right.
Davis wasn't nowhere to be found. Davis took his ass to the house.
His
Davis
pain.
was like, man, listen, when them shots started flying off, Davis took his ass to the crib.
His
Davis
pain
was out there
ain't got nothing to
busting
do
off
with
with him.
business.
Davis is going to jail. I agree with you on that, Xavier. If he
what
ain't going to jail, he's disbarred. He don't get no happy ending either. He been playing the middle.
He said he don't get no happy ending either.
He don't get no happy ending either. Diana finna be on some rockabye baby ish. She'll be like, Kane, you gonna drop this ish or am I?
I figured she said they all got to do it together.
Yeah. Diana gonna be out for like, let's get this work.
And that's my problem with the writing. Like, yo, now she is Colombiana and she is this big bad wolf that is a whole secret agent / sniper doing all this other stuff.
Because they're setting her up to take Monet's place.
Like,
Yeah.
I think she's going to jail.
Nah, I think Diana's gonna take over as the monarch of the matriarch. She's gonna take over as the matriarch of the family.
I'll show you
Think
why.
about it. If you go back to the whole series of Power of Book 2 Ghosts, Monet has been training Diana. She has been training Diana from day one. Diana is being set up to take over as the matriarch of the family.
She is. I agree with that.
That's my opinion.
Now, this right here, I'm trying to figure out who she's shooting at, because if you saw in the trailer, Tariq says to her, "Why did you do that?"
Random.
And you even see Kane's face. It's just like, "Yo, what's going on?" So I'm curious to see who she's popping off at in this scene right here.
One of Noma's henchmen.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all just now all of a sudden she's an assassin. She's Colombiana, and that's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
How does Anya find out? How do y'all think Anya finds out? Or does she put two and two together on her own? Because she was looking at her side eye at the wedding. She was looking at her side eye at the reception. Noma mouthed something to her at the reception. Like, this whole experience has left Anya with more questions than answers. So do you think that she figures it out on her own?
Yeah.
I think so too, yeah.
I think she puts two and two together, and that's how she ends up with Tariq.
Okay, Dexter said they think Dirty Diana was shooting at Anya.
Nah, I don't even think she was shooting at Anya, because that doesn't make sense. Why would she shoot at Anya?
Marcus, they say she was shooting at Anya.
I can't see it. I'm just trying to figure out, because like I said, we got this scene. So at some point she had to hit up Tariq and was like, "Yo, this is what's going on," and Tariq helps her out.
Yep. Because in that scene right there, it looked like they were being shot at when they were fleeing.
Yeah.
Right here, yeah.
Yep. In the vehicle, and then Noma is in the house screaming. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't.
Going back to what me and Really B love to talk about all the time. If we're following our recipe, if we're following our power recipe, an ingredient in our power recipe is always a child takes out a parent. So does Anya be the one to take out Noma?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't see that.
So y'all think Noma is going to get away free and clear?
For the spinoff, yep.
She's not going to lose nothing. She's not going to lose Anya?
She's going to lose Anya, but at the same time.
Brother get away?
No, I don't think she's gonna lose Anya.
No, she's going to lose Anya from, like, Anya's not.
Oh, I thought you meant like pow pow, like gone.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Power, like Noma needs to suffer a loss.
Shindu might have to go. We
Shindu,
met him.
that's what I'm saying. Noma's got to lose something out of this. Hey, you know what? Whoever said that they might be running a play to get Anya close to them. That's a good point. Because Tariq can drop that. I mean, Tariq has all the answers. Right here, Noma is screaming at somebody, just do it. Is this Cane?
It could be. Nah, I think it could be her bodyguards. After Anya's gone, she's telling them like, yo, just take them out. Just take everybody out. Because remember, right after that, we got this scene. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where Tariq
looks like it's at the same place to be.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's all. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, why Anya helps Tariq or Tariq helps Anya to get her to safety and they peel off. That's the only thing I can't think of. Only thing I can think of is Anya finds out that Noma was the one that unalived her father.
Hey, you know who else slide with them in the scene right here?
Oh, Diana.
Diana's in there too, but you know who else is sliding with them too?
Who?
Effie.
Bronze.
Rob.
You didn't get the right angle of the screenshot, but when I was looking at it, I paused it. There is another person that's behind Diana.
Okay, I'm about to go back and watch that.
Go back and watch it. There's another person behind Diana coming in this same scene right here because I paused it. I was like, I wonder if Fresh gonna get that angle of the screenshot. It looked like there was another person coming right in behind Diana. I think it's gonna be Bronze. I think the whole family slide. I think the whole family gonna slide.
Well, she did try to off them all. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Kane's gonna make it, but I'll say once we get to the end.
Man, don't talk to me like that now. Don't do that to me.
Remember, right here,
I'm already grieving.
Diana said, like, yo, why would you do that?
I would love an Atlanta spinoff. We would love that. We would love an Atlanta spinoff. I'll be right down there in Tyler Perry Studios watching the film.
Atlanta, I don't need Tyler Perry don't need no hands on this at all.
At all. But that's who I hate to tell you. Quiet as it kept, as Really B says. I hate to tell you. That's who they say 50 Cent is being mentored by right now.
I mean, but he's been mentored for them for the longest time, but I don't think 50 gonna go down that road with Tyler Perry writing like
right.
I'm not but I'm thinking about if they shoot in Atlanta, if everything that's shot here in Atlanta most commonly is shot at Tyler Perry Studios. No, whether he's involved with it or not. It's just like P Valley. P Valley is shot at Tyler Perry Studios. Yep.
If he get the writing, I ain't watching it.
Now, I don't think he'll have any part of the writing. I'm just talking about they might be using his spot for a venue for them to shoot or whatever. So we'll see. Who is this Tariq yapping his mouth at?
Diana, because he says to Diana, why would you do that?
Effie and Carter's house right here. I think they don't send Effie over here to get this work, this video. But you know what else she gonna find? That dash cam footage that we talked about this in the episode where he unalived Tate.
Yep.
That why wasn't there dash cam footage on either of their vehicles? I think Effie's gonna come across that while she perusing his laptop. I think she's gonna come across that footage of Carter unaliving Tate, and they're gonna send that to the other Tate.
Yep.
Because there's also a rumor that somebody said Coach Courtney Kemp posted last week that Tate spinoff was going to go through, but I haven't found any proof of it. Don't celebrate yet because we haven't confirmed it yet.
This is why I think that Cane doesn't make it.
Yeah, where Diana Young Cane. I mean, he does get shot. He does. I mean, you see that he does get shot, but I don't think he's going to be unalive.
Get shot. You see, he about to shoot out. You see it again. He gets shot in the arm. And at that point,
how do you feel about that? Chat, everyone, How would we feel about that if they take out Cane next episode?
I'll be
I would have
mad.
a real issue with that. I would really have an issue with that.
I would feel bad, but at the end of the day, I think that that's what's going to happen. Just keep it 100.
I think Kane's going to go, and then we're going to see, as we saw earlier in the slides, Diana and Drew, they're going to jail because they got their hands up. So
Yep.
one of the ones go to jail. He's going to get taken out. Of course, Tariq and Brayden, they're going to ride off into the sunset, and it's going to do this whole spinoff thing for Power Europe or overseas, etc., whatever. Like, that's how I see it.
My question is to the panel: is this the real police or is this the dirty police for her?
Real. Well, I mean, it could be the dirty, but I mean, it could be set up from Carter. But
see, I feel like this got Carter's hands all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him to be that close to the police car, it's like weird, right?
Yeah.
Shooting from the front.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to stand that. I don't know if I'll be able to stand that with Cane. Cane, out of all of the characters, I feel like, I mean, Cane done some dirty shit too, but for them to keep Drew and let Cane go, I would have an issue with that. I mean, for them to keep Diana and let Cane go, I have an issue with that. I can't accept it being Cane being alive. Anybody else in the Tejada family I could take,
right?
But not Cane.
I can see it though.
I don't think Cane has earned his death as much as the rest of them have.
Because
I mean, if you think about it, like I think Cane gets a bad rap because his antagonist with Tariq, but outside of Tariq, Kane's been solid. If you take away his antics with Tariq, Kane's been solid. Like Diana and Drew, they've been the flip floppers.
Yeah, they've been the ones that have created a lot of the problems. Like they set their mama up to be unalive. They played Tariq and his mama against each other. Like to me, I feel like they've done more dirt than Cane has. Cane has just really been a foot soldier and he's followed orders. To your point, though, without his antics with Tariq, you really look at Cane as he's the hero. He kind of come through and saved the day.
I agree with that. However, they're going to show that Cane is just like his mom. So he's going to go out in that blaze of glory. Like, Cane ain't trying to go to jail. As we saw in the trailer where Diana and Drew, they immediately put their hands up and got down on their knees, and Drew and
Cane still brandishing the weapon.
Yeah, he's not going down. Kane's like, nah, it's literally going to.
Okay, maybe not a hero, Xavier, maybe a vigilante. But when I say hero is he always saving the family. He always saving somebody else from harm. He's always coming through, not like a traditional hero, like saving good in the face of evil, but a hero in a sense of he always come through for his loved ones.
Because I'm also confused, why are all of them at the airport? Like, are they trying to get out of town?
No, they're trying to get to Noma before she flees. That's what I feel like. That scene where they were at the hangar, I feel like they're all trying to get to Noma before she get on that jet. And Carter, and she's called Carter them to stop them.
And see, that's why this will go to my theory since day one that this is going to end on a cliffhanger. Like, and we won't see exactly what happened. And then that's
if Cane does go out, do you think he goes out like Kanan?
No, I think it's just going to go to I think it's just going to end on a cliffhanger, and then it's going to go to a different spinoff.
I think he goes out like Kanan. If he does go out, he's going out in a blaze of glory.
I agree. I think he goes out on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, the show's going to definitely end on a cliffhanger because I hear that they're shopping for other networks to pick it up.
Yeah. And we know 50 wanted to be done with Starz anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think this is him wrapping up his loose ends with Starz.
I'm sure there was a contract. It was a certain amount of shows he needed to fill, and I think he's trying to fill those. And the other one, like his spinoffs, he's gonna.
Y'all gonna leave Cane alone. Y'all go up for Tariq, but y'all ain't gonna go up for Cane. Cane is a solid. I mean, I know
Nels was here,
but he has also progressed. He's had more progression than Tariq has.
Yes, he has definitely more character development.
Yes, he's had more development than Tariq has. Like, he ain't perfect, but he ain't goofy as Tariq is. He got hands. Tariq ain't got no hands. Tariq get punked by everybody on this show.
Right.
Chandra can come in here and punk Tariq. And then they brought her up again in this episode that she was running her mouth about Effie getting accepted to Stanford. Damn, Chandra tell everybody business.
Everything. Everything.
What happens with Carter, y'all?
I want Rashandra as your friend.
No, you do not want Chandra as your friend.
I'm confused. I'm
torn about
lost.
what happens with Carter.
Honestly,
me, it would be smart for them to let Tate take him out.
Nah, and listen, and this theory is probably going to be wrong, but I just have this strangest feeling that it's going to be Nico
that takes unalives,
because I think at some point Nico's going to, because remember Nico's been questioning him for quite some time, and when he finds out along the lines that Carter covered up the whole thing with them taking out Detective Felicia Carter, whatever her name was, Felicia Lewis, and then he took that interview with Cane and Noma. I think he's going to be the one that takes him out.
I can see that. Because they do kind of preface that where he's like, I know you were really close with Felicia. When he said, if you need to talk, call me. In the last episode.
Okay.
Yeah, Nico just starts to figure out like, yo, what's going on? And then Nico pops up. I mean, I can see at the same time, like, so I've seen people say like, oh yeah, it's going to be Tate, but I'm just like, yo, unless, like we said, that whatchamacallit, Effie gets those videos, that Carter was the one that took out Tate. It could be. Who knows, man? I mean, the writing is all over the wall, but I don't know why. I just kind of feel like it's going to be Nico.
Somehow, somewhere, I feel like Tariq gonna pull that trigger right here. I don't know why. I just feel like Tariq's gonna end up just, especially if Effie get what he need to get off that computer. There's really no point to keep him alive at that point. So we'll see.
I mean, voice of reason. I'm not saying Carter didn't. I'm not saying Carter took her out, but he covered up who took out.
Yeah, he's just as guilty.
Yeah, so he's just as guilty.
Yeah,
and that's what Nico's gonna be like. Yo, you covered for them that they took her out. Like, I
feel like even if he didn't have covered up the fact that they took her out, he was already setting her up to take a fall anyway.
Yep.
Because just with him asking her to go handle the Zion situation, why would he not have handled that personally? Why would he ask her to handle that? And then knowing that IAB was sniffing around her, I feel like he was already setting her up for something to happen to her anyway. They just kind of, because remember he told Monet, I'll deal with mine in my way. So I feel like he was already setting something up for her.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Yep. So this will be very interesting to see next week what we're going to end up with for our season finale, our series finale. I would hope that they give us at least an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. I would love that. I still feel a loss. I'm still grieving right now. So if y'all want to send donations, if y'all want to do something to help me make me feel better, I'm listening to all my Mary J. Blige records right now. Y'all rest in power, Red. Rest in power, Red.
I mean, from what I saw, it's gonna be an hour, like all the other ones.
Man, they on some bull.
So I won't be surprised if it's just an hour, like all the other ones.
Right.
I'm about to say it's going to be just an hour because they filmed this before they canceled the show.
Yeah, I know. Hopeful. Yeah. Wishful thinking. Give me wishful thinking.
Listen, keep hope alive, Jess.
Just don't hold your breath for it. I get it. All right, y'all. That will wrap us up this week. Y'all make sure y'all drop y'all comments down. And y'all make sure y'all continue these discussions about what we are going to end up with for next week's series finale. We appreciate all y'all hanging out with us every Sunday as we talk about this crazy show that we love to watch. All right, y'all. Any last minute housekeeping?
Nope.
No. Sleep in peace, Monet.
Yep. Rest in power, my queen.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
Shout out to Zoe Media in the building. If y'all are not subscribed to his channel, y'all go ahead and subscribe to his channel. So plug your stuff in. Tell the folks how to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So yeah, y'all know I'm Trees from Shadeinthecity. I'm always here because this is family at this point. And so I'm always here. But yeah, y'all can follow us at Shade in the City, and we would love for you to follow and subscribe because we be talking a lot over on our channel. We be real shady, and that's what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying? On these terrible writing and things that's going on. But we do. So go follow us. We appreciate you. Love you.
like he said, I am Zoe Media. I do basketball content. I played overseas for 3 years, so do basketball content, NFL content, all kind of like entertainment content. I'm about to start doing movies on my new channel. So yeah, follow me at I am Zoe Media. Same tags on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. So
we'll definitely check you out, bro.
All right, well, we appreciate having you, bro. All right, fam. We will talk to y'all next week. Y'all be ready for this mess.
Have a good
those
week.
of y'all who don't watch Thursday night at midnight like me and Fresh do, y'all just stay off of the internet. Just stay off the internet because y'all know y'all gonna be spoiled.
Yeah, you're all type of spoilers.
Yep. All right, fam. We will see you guys next week.